Sign your name, grab the mic, step into the light. No script tonight, just whatever you got inside. Crowd lean in, stage hum low, truth hit different at a live show. Hey, say what you wanna say, Tuesday Night Law. Step to the mic, let the room stand in awe. Laugh if it burns, cheer if it lands. Truth don't whisper when it's held in your hands. Say what you wanna say, roll that sound. Crowns turn plastic when they spin around. All out, welcome in the neon play. Till the tyrant clears his throat like, alright, that's the end of day. Shot to speak. Some come loud, some barely squeak, but the doors stay open, the lights stay warm. Every Tuesday night's a true storm. Say what you wanna say, Tuesday Night Law. Step to the mic, let the room stand in awe. Laugh if it burns, cheer if it lands. Truth don't whisper when it's held in your hand. Say, wanna say, roll that sound. Crowns turn plastic when they spin around. All out, welcome in the neon play. Till the tyrant clears his throat like, alright, that's the end of day.
That ended abruptly. Hello, whoever's out there. How's it going? Anything new and exciting going on? By the way, check out Dr. Phil's latest. It's pretty good.
The one about the sandwiches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were some good looking sandwiches.
Nerdy said it's better to be pissed off than pissed on, and Alan corrected her and said for Todd, it's pissed in.
Yeah, some people pay extra for that, Phil.
Howard, what run are you trying to raise funds for? I don't think you could run over 100 yards, seeing you with your oxygen machine. Watch me.
Oh, I forgot to mute YouTube, and there's only like a 2-second delay over here.
Yeah, they seem to actually be like really, I mean, Nerdy's like answering, Nerdy answered right away when I was saying that, you know, Howard can't run. She said he's running away from home.
We had some huge, nasty thunder here today, but then nothing happened of it.
We still have thunderstorms rolling through.
Ba-da-da-dum. Okay.
So what do you have that you were going to pull up?
Well, just Freeman Press put up a
Mm,
thing, a whole bunch of complaints against the Meade County Jail.
yeah, I just finished that before I came over here.
And I didn't really, I looked at like the first page and I thought, how long is the whole thing? I didn't even notice.
It's like 5 minutes.
Well, I have it on 3 speed.
And I don't know if there's words or if it's just music and you read the whole thing yourself. I didn't have my headphones on. I just had the
Oh,
video playing and just read the whole thing.
I didn't even hear music on the part that I looked at.
Okay.
But let's give it a quick look just to see what kind of. I I saw a couple of interesting things as I was just scanning at the beginning there. Let me see. Where are we? Why does it look like it's getting smaller instead of larger?
Because it is. Your the rest of your YouTube is getting large.
Oh, yeah, the stuff down there was okay. So we'll just see if we can see anything as it's going by. Where the hell's play? I saw where he said they use food as punishment. Or personally violated my rights, taking money from his account.
DOC inmates to do hazardous labor without credit and promises punishment if we don't comply. Something about a nurse discontinuing ibuprofen and changing meds.
Here's one I saw when I scanned earlier. Was made to smell each other's feces while we ate.
Yeah, guards turned off toilet and cold water and only turned it on sporadically during the day.
But remember, folks, Finkel said he met JJ and the man has a good heart. Let's see, didn't get lunch or breakfast. Um,
Made to shower with no curtain or privacy and on camera.
demanded me to stick my fingers in anus. Oh, was that the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's over on Freeman Press if anybody wants to look at it. Yeah, that's the guy Todd and Finkel both think is a great guy and needs to be reelected. Although Todd goes back and forth on a daily basis on whether JJ's a great guy or if JJ is the man behind the conspiracy to take Todd down. But that's a whole other question.
Right.
Little cart.
Oh, of course not, Cart. We don't ever try to do anything without you. We miss you when you're not here.
You got a squirrel in your pocket?
No, Dratsab is staring at me through the screen. He's outside playing in the trees.
And by the way, folks, I put this up there, but I'll put it there again. in case you aren't already. That's the "We Will Hear You" page, and that's when Nikki talks to Logan on Sunday. It'll be on there. Right now, it's showing that it'll be simulcast on this page and that one, but when Sunday comes along, all this will be showing is a thing directing you to go to the other page. I imagine most of our regulars probably have have been there before. See
For
Jocelyn
some
and
reason,
stuff.
oh, if you're doing a double link, your link's not right.
Can't you? I know I hit it twice without hitting the enter, but can't you link on it? Can't you click on it
No, it
anyway?
goes to 404, not found.
I blame Spider Dog because he's from Canada.
There now.
Hello to you both.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Having a tea.
Oh, is it tea time there?
It is. It's tea time for me.
Tea time for Hitler.
I always need a little caffeine at this time of the day. I start to get the urge to like old man nap. Hello, chat.
Well, after being up all night the other night, it wouldn't be surprising if you have that urge to old man nap every day.
I know, to say that 3 times fast.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's my meds. They always make me tired this time of day. Good old medicine. What's going on? What's the news on the streets?
I don't
Well,
know.
it's kind of weird out there on YouTube right now. It seems like everybody's talking about this guy Todd.
I've heard of him.
Yeah,
His name's out there.
the gift that keeps on giving.
There's so
and
many I was just gonna say there's so many conspiracies. I don't even know if I can keep up anymore.
One of my favorite things about him is when I watch. Usually, I'm watching him on Hill Pirates or Stone Vet, but when he will say military shit that I know is wrong,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the only uniform I've ever worn in my life was my Boy Scout uniform, and we didn't do a whole lot of hot LZ extractions.
Yeah.
I mean, we did a few. I mean, it's deer season. You get under fire a lot, but otherwise, uh, like little things like he said, I was wearing my backpack.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've never heard anybody in the military call it a backpack.
It's a
Yeah.
rucksack.
Little
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah, totally. Even if it's not like specifics, it's just the way he tells his stories. Like
Yeah,
you listen to somebody who's, obviously been in the military, they were there, you just know, versus, and he was in the military, but I don't know, it's just his stories just don't come across as authentic.
well, you know what I'll compare him to, even though he drives us nuts for other reasons, is Untrackable. Untrackable was in the Army. Untrackable was a cook. You never see Untrackable claiming that like their mess came under mortar fire and he had to run out there with a bayonet in his teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
totally. He
Todd
was
comes up with, yeah,
he was like fighting with pork chops, the enemy with
Yeah.
pork chops. That's all he had left.
I
Yeah.
remember I was on Pork Chop Hill,
Yeah.
but yeah, like this thing the other day that Todd was talking about with carrying Big Bubba out and yelling at this female soldier because she wouldn't carry the machine gun or whatever it was. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Todd has been telling these stories now for 73 years.
Yeah.
All of a sudden he's got a new one. Where the hell did that come from? And again, the thing of a dedicated civilian spot and stuff, when he's talking about the way he talked to his platoon sergeant after that, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, no, no.
Nope, didn't happen. I think you made the comment about while he was in the military, he was like fighting to keep his hair long and the whole thing, and now he can't not have a military crew cut, right? It's like seriously, I'd never really thought about that before, but it's a good point.
No, no, I'm not the one who said that, but that is a good point. Yeah, he
Well,
keeps wanting
somebody
to
did,
look
yeah.
wants to look military now.
Yeah, yeah. He's got to make sure people kind of
Oh
get
my
that
God,
vibe off of him.
the golden one of the last couple weeks. Did everybody see? I'm pretty sure Jeff showed it. The video of Todd visiting the Civil War reenactment camp,
Oh yeah, yeah. Nobody cares.
and he's there talking to. Well, I was a Cav scout, and those guys are all just sitting there going, we just want to eat our beans. Could you just move along there?
Yeah, they're just like, who is this guy? Why is he telling us about this stuff? Like nobody cares. It's not the same thing. We're just here to pretend.
Mm. We we used to play capture the flag. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was, I mean, Jeff said it, but I felt the same thing, like that sort of secondhand embarrassment watching that, where you're just like, Todd, stop, like read the park.
Well,
They
yeah.
don't want, they don't want,
It,
like, they're not, they're not
yeah.
listening to you.
It reminded me of the coffee shop when he had them put
Hmm.
his name, whatever he told them to
Yeah.
put that name on there, so he could go, oh, well, that's obviously. And okay, fine. Maybe you wouldn't notice it at the time, but whenever you're editing the video to put it back up, how did he not look at that and realize all those women were laughing behind his back
I
at
know.
him, not
Yeah.
at what he did? It wasn't like they were going along with the joke. It was like, who is this fucking dork?
Yeah. Totally. I think his ego is just so big he can't see it.
Yeah,
It gets in the way of things. I mean, lately his ego is sort of getting in the way of um him being able to, in my opinion anyways, to be able, like, being able to see that people are manipulating him, like that they've been doing it all along. Like he he's so quick to become friends with somebody if they pet him the right way, and then and then you know when it doesn't turn out as he expects, just that loyalty thing, then he's like, he breaks up and burns the bridge, and then
yeah.
it's just, that's what I'm seeing with the Chris thing, like coming back into the whole mix. And I, I'm sorry, but it's pretty obvious to me that he's being manipulated, and he doesn't see it. So I don't know. His life, he's got to figure it out.
Josh was laughing about that today. How Chris and Tiffany were over there and that, feeding Todd information, all that, and then Todd said, "Well, will you guys, would you tell the court that I wasn't actually stalking that girl?" And they were like, "No, nope."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was clipping his live from last night, and he's like, he says some stuff about Chris and Tiffany where he's sort of defending them a bit, like, why wouldn't I talk to them? And just a few of the comments he makes. And I have a whole lot of clips of him just like freaking out on them, saying, calling them just nasty stuff and how Chris deserves to be in jail and all that stuff. And I want to edit them together so you can see this like contrast of like, do you not remember what you used to say, Todd?
Yeah.
Like, it's okay, you can change your mind, but don't act like you never said it. We all watched you do it for like the last year.
Well, that's like I remember seeing a thing a couple of nights ago where he was going through all the things that people like Boot and Killer or whoever he was talking about has been saying about him and
Mm.
all stuff. I forget some of it, but I'm sitting there and I'm hearing him go through the list, and meanwhile he's sitting there on screen next to Finkel, who 6 months ago was saying all the same stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, it's wild. It's like I said, day to day now, I don't even know how to keep up. Like, yesterday he was just going after KFAR and KTZ, mostly KFAR, and it's like, holy cow! Okay, so you guys were buddies last week, and now you're not buddies, and it's moving fast. But this is it. This is the spring shakeup, 2026, and
Yeah.
it's not even May yet, so there's lots to
Right.
go.
It's
You
almost
know?
like you need like the not fantasy football, but like the
Mhm.
basketball, team standings and
Yeah.
who's,
uh,
Who's gonna
and then
land
it goes
where?
oh
down to 4 and then 2 and
yeah,
then yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. What are they called? Oh, the brackets. Yeah.
that's it.
yeah. There you go. Yeah. Who will
Well,
who
that's,
will be the final friend, or who will be the final enemy? I don't know,
yeah,
but
P- p-
something like that.
2 of them, I
well, that,
guess. One for
Yeah,
friend and one for enemy.
yeah. Right, right. Yeah.
well, that's like I saw that today where he was. I'm pretty sure it was Boot he was talking about, and it's like, oh yeah, well, Boot doesn't like to say how he used to call me and whine about his life and oh this and we've talked about this before. I don't care. I mean, this is speaking for myself, and I know some other people around here are the same. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and they tell me secrets or there's things like that they confide in you, I don't care what happens to the relationship later. I would never go to somebody else and say, well, do you know what Nikki had told me one time? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, totally. I mean, that's integrity, but he weaponizes information, right? Like
Yeah.
Yes, he
so
does.
as soon
And
as you're
he
on the out.
has.
Yeah, for sure. As
Yep.
soon as you're on the out, it all comes out. He's got to dish everything he's got on you, or he thinks he has on you, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Ah,
So what
Matching
do you?
tattoos are getting covered for new BFF designs. Just don't get one because you might have to get it erased or do it in ink in pencil so you can erase it. I don't know.
I remember a friend of mine saying that her wife had gotten a tattoo from a previous relationship, and it was like right below her belly button. And my friend said, I told her that had to go because that's a very visual place when you're a lesbian,
Mm-mm.
to be staring at that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Muck and Fink have matching tattoos. I bet.
yeah, I don't like to talk. See, now there, perfect example, telling my fucking secrets.
Bros over hose. Is that what it said? Is that what you got?
it's,
Burn the
it's,
needle style. Yeah.
oh wait, give me a few seconds here and I'll be able to show it to you. I just realized what one he's talking about. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Um, The hardest part is always picking the right picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to see anything that we haven't already seen.
Oh crap, I just forgot what it was I was going to have it say now.
Not bros over hoes.
No, it was, oh, wait, I got it.
It's a trans stamp, not a tramp stamp, but a trans stamp. Okay.
Haven't got ink in probably, I guess, like 20 years now or something. But I've been getting the itch to get more.
Mm-hmm.
Not me, I'm a pussy.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it.
You know, I think it was my mom's 70th birthday. We went out shopping with my sister and my sister's daughter, and they all came back with matching tattoos.
Oh yeah. Do you have any, Nikki?
I have 3.
Yeah.
I have one on each ankle with one ankle has my daughter's names and one ankle has my son's names.
Oh, cool.
And then, of course, I do have the tramp stamp.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought you were
And
going to say
it's,
like Mickey Mouse or something.
oh no, no. It's a heart with barbed wire going
Oh,
through it and a cross. The
yeah.
heart's in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hardcore.
then I'm thinking about getting, I've got a couple of them that I'm thinking about. One of them is like a set of cherries,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm gonna put it on the like right groin area so I can say I still have my cherries.
Oh, nice.
Or
Okay. Well, I like
or
letters of
yeah,
joining. That's
I've
funny.
got mine, where's yours? And then the other one I want um on my left chest, breast area, and it's a heart with 2 skulls inside joined together by chains wrapped around the end of the heart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Badass.
like Mr. Nicky, he's chained up to everything.
Yeah, I think I want to get the top of my hands done. I've wanted to do it for a long time, and I think I'm going to do it at some point, maybe this summer. I'm getting my wife's letter's name on one hand and my brother's letter's name on the other, and I'll have sort of a design around it. But
Mhm.
if I get them, I'll show them on screen. Oh.
A girl I used to game with, she was a former Army MP. She had gotten this like Japanese scene. It was
Mhm.
like it was multicolored, it had like a tree and all. It was like from her armpit the whole way down her side. She got it all in one sitting.
Ooh,
I said, "You're
yeah.
a better man than I am." It was gorgeous though.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Okay, this argued with me, but it finally made it.
It's not a tumor.
It didn't want to say that at first.
It just kept saying it failed,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and it wasn't giving me the thing of that doesn't it violates our
Yeah.
terms of service or whatever that does a lot of times. It just kept saying, "Well, would you want me to try it this way instead?" And I finally
It's
got
pretty
it
good
to say
layout.
what I wanted.
A little bit of the old school with a little bit of a new school portrait. Pretty good. It makes
Okay.
Pickle look cooler than he is.
Sorry, Cart. I didn't realize that on Tuesdays you needed warnings.
So are you working on anything you can talk about, Spider?
Not really. I was clipping.
Mm.
Just I've got like the last three night streams that Todd did, and I'm just looking for little bits of content, and I got some funny stuff out of it. So it's just he's doing like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, 4 hours, or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's like there's so much.
Sometimes when I'll see something he says, I wish I had one of those MBK type libraries of everything Todd ever
I
said.
know,
So
right?
because a lot of times it's like, oh, wait a minute. Did you just say this? Because I could swear a year ago you said the
Yeah,
total
yeah.
opposite.
Yeah, totally. I have a lot of that too. I mean, just, always feel free to ask me if I have something, I'll let you
Mm.
know and I'll give it to you. Sometimes I might have it, but I might not have it clipped, so it's in a stream someplace. So
Yeah.
it might be too hard for me to get just because I have too many. My hard drive's filling up. I have a
Well,
external hard drive and it's like, yeah, I
mm,
just put everything on that, throw it on that.
a good example is that story that he was just telling about carrying Big Bubba off the field.
Mm,
And the first time he told that story, he made it sound like it was combat.
right. Yeah.
And I think Jeff or somebody called him on it. So now it was like, oh, it was in training. Just like when he had that ID that he tried to pass off like he was
Yeah.
going undercover in Baghdad or something.
That's the problem when you let's say embellish so much, you
Yeah.
forget. You forget.
And then you expect people to believe what you're saying.
Yeah, well, and people remember because they're not the ones, you're not the ones making it up. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you said that. Oh, wait, you just changed that story. Like, because I remember you saying it. It blows me away that people do that. Like, I mean, it's not just Todd, but you're on, the internet's forever. And then when you're on YouTube, you're literally like screaming or something. It's like, your words are right there. It's like,
You know,
Exactly. And I mean, to me, it's just so much easier to tell the truth because the truth
yeah.
doesn't change.
no, exactly. And
Yep.
it's like, maybe it's not exciting, but at least nobody
Well,
can say you were bullshitting or whatever.
the thing is, now imagine this, okay? If you were, you know, the real Todd, okay? Just imagine him coming on scene and him telling people, yeah, I was in the army. I, for a while, was stationed in Korea, patrolling the DMZ. Of course, nothing ever happened, but,
Hmm.
and I was in Afghanistan, but I never left the fob. People would go, okay, that's great. Thanks for serving. you know,
Thanks for your service, man. Yeah, exactly.
yep,
And whatever, you have a couple little stories. Yeah, cool. Tell them, whatever,
yeah.
but stop pretending that you were there something that you likely weren't.
Well, and that's the thing too. He can't even really tell stories about. Well, I remember that time me and Diablo and Herschel
Hmm.
went down, and because he didn't have any friends.
Nope.
Anyway, Oh, Cart needs a nerdy fix. Nerdy.
And Nerdy was in here earlier. I think she's watching on her TV. She's probably trying to recharge and reset herself, her batteries.
I gotta work on that Ariel video, like the song you made for me. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it
The
out.
trouble is always, you know, you got to do so much work to make his stuff come out good.
Yeah, I mean, especially like it's a hip hop thing. I want to do it like a cool hip hop video. So I gotta spend time with it and go through and mark all the beats and whatnot. So it's sort of all in time.
Now, see, I totally believe Phil.
I'm sure he does, totally.
I,
Yeah.
I won't ask how he got it, but I totally believe him.
And Spider, just in case you didn't know, just so you can kind of see it in action, on Sunday, I am having a session, I guess, with Mr. Carey's son,
I
Logan.
saw that. Yeah. Cool.
And then the following Sunday, she's sitting down with Spider Dog.
Oh, really? Do you do it live or do you tape it or?
Yeah, no, we
Oh,
do
you
it
do it
live.
live? Oh,
Yep.
cool. Okay. Yeah. Fun. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, we keep them to an hour. But
Mhm.
if somebody has more to say, then we'll do another episode.
And
Yeah, that's
another
good.
episode and another episode.
And still, for anybody who wasn't around at the time, I recommend they go there and check out the first Jocelyn story.
Is that the link that's in chat for the channel?
Yeah, that's
That's
that
for the
channel. Yeah,
channel. Yep.
Okay, because
yeah,
I'm not sure I'm following it. No, I'm not.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah, because
subscribed now.
we won't be broadcasting it from here.
Yeah.
We just keep it in the one.
Yeah. Well, I'm
And then
subscribed.
what we do too is, as the person's talking, we'll have people backstage, and they will star the comments. Any comments, questions that are relevant,
Mm.
and then we hold them until the end instead of like breaking up the flow of somebody's narrative.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Makes sense.
I'm sure there's somehow that Todd taught us how to do that.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, we actually the person talks for 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, depending on what the story is.
Yeah.
And then, the guys backstage have highlighted the comments because we prefer to not have the guests be looking at chat because chat
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it's distracting.
Distracting. Yep.
And we prefer to not have me looking at chat because I'm actually real bad about watching chat. But they'll highlight stuff, and then, when they're done with their story, I'll go through the highlighted stuff and kind of be able to stitch them together if there's like duplicate questions or, things like that, and ask the question and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's good because it's, if you have your attention on the person and the person has their attention on telling their story and no distractions, and then it's, the way it's supposed to go. I mean, as an interviewer or even just the host or whatever, usually, you want to be focused on whoever's there with you, in the time, in the moment.
Right. And then, of course, with me not looking at the chat, it stops the ums.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I'm
because your
able
brain's
to
switching back and forth and yeah.
right. I'm able to actually listen to the person, and if they start going way off into left field, I'm able to pick up a hook somewhere and bring them back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We are thinking of
His
having
partner always gives him self-help books.
we're thinking of having Nikki take a couple of Percocets and shoot them down
No,
with a shot of whiskey ahead of time. So she'll be saying things like, "And how long did you have that pet purple unicorn?"
and,
Shit.
shit. Yeah, that one, I identify with that one 150%.
You can see your head. You can see the sort of the mouse slowing down in your head there. Right? It's like,
Mhm.
oh, she's going off someplace and can't remember. It's a good
Yep.
one.
Oh no,
Like
I
I
didn't
said,
hear that clip.
that one I
Good.
love that clip. It was like, "Yep, that's me."
Yeah, I didn't hear that part, Cart.
I didn't hear that, but there is a part in his stream from last night that I clipped where he says every year his wife, um, what does he say? Call it? Gives him a test or something like that about can he read her mind, and every year
Uh-huh.
he
Oh,
fails
I
it.
heard him saying about that. Yeah.
I don't know what he was talking. Like I'm like, what are you
No,
talking about?
I know
Is he just
he tried.
making it up?
It's bad enough how he loves to butcher old cliches and
Mm.
metaphors that don't really fit, but he's worse when he tries to make them up on his own.
On his own, yeah, right, right.
And
I guess
and
that's
you know
what
what
he's
I'm
doing.
thinking about? I'm thinking about this Cart. It says his partner. I don't think he's talking about his wife because Finkel just gave him that Stoic book.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
think
the
that's the
thing
partner
is
that's giving him self-help.
if he's
Yeah,
married, isn't he supposed to read his wife's mind every day anyway?
yeah.
I guess. I mean, if
I
you're a
mean,
good
well, come on,
husband, right?
spider dog. I mean, you know when your wife gives you that look,
Yeah, for sure.
you know you done messed up. Now it's just a question of reading her mind on whatever you messed up. And it could have been something from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Um,
You know,
Yeah.
like like I have told guys many times from my many years of bachelorhood, just apologize. It's that simple. You just apologize. Well, what am I apologizing for? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Just. I'm sorry.
But but she was wrong. Nobody cares. Just apologize. But
Killing, you were trying to help. You were trying to help my poor, slow Southern mind make sure that it was trying to go in the right direction.
Well, I
uh,
gotta say, killings like him, being a part of that clip kind of makes it too, because
Yeah.
it's like the tag on at the end of it. It's funny.
You want everybody to shit?
Yeah.
I, I was going to say something else too about him with that Stoic book. And he's been, I guess, reading a page a day or something, or maybe it's just when Finkel's there. But I saw him doing it yesterday or whatever, and he's reading it, and it's like he just butchers the names. And
Yeah,
the
you
one that
can't.
stuck out to me was he goes, "Well, in the play that Seneca wrote," and I'm sitting there going, "How the fuck do you not know Seneca?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a town in New York for fuck's sake, Seneca.
Yeah.
It's right there. It's the way it's spelled, Seneca. Oh
Isn't
God,
it also an Indian tribe?
yes.
Well, and if you know anything about like philosophy, like, and whatnot, you've come across that name. Like
Oh yeah,
it's it's
yeah. Seneca the Older.
Mhm.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
the
an Aesop?
Hey Jerry.
Seneca were like the badasses of the Iroquois Confederation.
Hello, Yuri. I didn't even see you up here.
I just came on.
Okay.
Oh,
I
Uh,
shut
would
up
just went
already!
and got a,
Jesus, Jerry, you go on and on and on.
I just went and got a cup of water, so that's why I didn't know you were up here.
Yeah, likely story. Oh, it's
uh,
also a herb. Now, see, I didn't know it was an herb.
Oh yeah, right. It is. Yeah.
It's called Seneca snake root to treat bronchitis and coughs. It helps to clear phlegm.
ooh.
Yeah, it's in some I think what's that? I think there's some like cough drops or something that have it in it.
The oh, Ricola.
Oh, there you go.
Ricola.
Yeah. Right.
That Seneca guy got around then, didn't he?
Yeah.
Went out and invented herbs, traveled to New York, founded an Indian tribe.
Wow,
Yeah.
hey.
Hello, Biscuits and Groovy.
Or so
Nice
he
to see you
says.
here.
Yeah. Yes. Or so the Germans would have us believe.
I'm so low energy, guys. I think you guys are gonna finally have a more tame Jerry now.
Why?
Oh, you
I
just get a new shipment of gummies.
No, I actually I've been taken off a prescription, and I don't know how I feel about it right now.
Lithium is a hell of a drug. Go ahead.
I've been on Wellbutrin like for like the past year, and they told me, my therapist told me not to take it no more, and I haven't for like the past 2 weeks, and I feel weird. Feel weird.
Isn't Albuterol a sleep aid, or am I thinking of the wrong stuff?
You're thinking the wrong stuff. Well, Butrin is a basically like an antidepressant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It's also supposedly a stop smoking aid, but it didn't work for me.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, doesn't always work though.
I don't know, I've just been low energy ever since. I feel like I'm always yawning.
Well, it probably takes a while for your system to adjust.
Probably.
Yeah, because the brain chemicals have to readjust to not getting that.
Yeah.
Did you post it, Phil? Did I, or was it one of the songs that they put on here? Because Muckster had that sumo song. Oh no, actually, was it Killing that made the sumo song?
Oh, we'll never know.
Oh, okay.
No, this was a Dr. Phil exclusive. It was a generic learning Mexican.
I didn't get to see it, but if we post it, I would check it out.
Hello.
Oh, so go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jerry.
If you post it, I'll look. I've been looking for one for you to post for me, but I understand if you don't have time, there's a lot of stuff going on in Doofus Crest for you to make songs about.
Let's see.
Speaking of smoking aids, I saw part of a Finkel video where he said the doctor gave him something to quit smoking.
Yeah.
Mm,
Which, if he'd have given it to him a year ago, he might still have a girlfriend.
Is that right, Biscuits and Goose? You know, I don't know, man. I think all it did was give me like a little pep to my step. I don't think it like because I don't feel like I guess I just feel like more tired. That's it. That's all. But,
Yeah. Yeah, it takes time for your, you know, like Nikki was saying, your body to sort of come back around. They just told you like they're taking you off of it, or like they didn't.
They he gave me something else. Some other stuff. It's like I guess supposed because uh I don't know. It has something to do with the like because I'm showing that I'm doing better like in my sessions I guess or whatever
Mhm.
and they put me on that when I was like basically like forget like at the lowest of like when the depression was really hard, you know.
Mhm.
And I guess they never really felt comfortable. Or my therapist, the therapist, that the main one, I guess, didn't feel comfortable putting me on it. Uh, so it was always like a contention. They like to keep me off or put me on. They never gave me a
Mhm.
like a set amount. It was just like if you feel a certain way, take this or whatever. And then like I just got used to taking it like one, maybe like one a day, two a day, and I don't know. Like I was fine with it. I thought it was doing okay. But and then when they told me not to do it no more, I was just like, cool. Like I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was helpful or not helpful. But I don't know. I just feel weird. I just feel weird now. I just feel weird now.
Um,
So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm picturing the old drugs getting out of Jerry's system, the new drugs taking over. He'll be clear-minded. He's going to sit down, turn his TV on to watch sumo, and go, "What is this shit? Why was I watching this?"
maybe yeah.
Well, Butrin's a weird one. Like I know my sister-in-law was on it, and I've known a few other people, and they, I mean, for them, it wasn't really working. Like they were just having, odd symptoms and whatnot with it. It just, wasn't doing what they were hoping it would do. So they had to sort of try different things. But then I know people who have been on it, and they're like, yeah, it works for me. I'm
Um,
on venlafaxine, and I've never been on anything else but this, but it worked out of the gate, and yeah, I'm happy with it.
well, just remember this: do not take benflaxine if you're allergic to benflaxine.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those
Well,
commercials.
Dr. Phil, the bupropion, I that's what I had when I was younger. I was getting that. Uh, I guess when it was in my file, and so they were like, well, you had that, you were using that before, and they told me, well,
Mm,
is that the generic version or is that a lesser version? I'm not sure.
I'm not.
I just know it's because of that one that he put there was that they advanced me to Wellbutrin,
Right.
and
Yeah.
You're you're almost always going to get a generic because that's what the insurance companies will pay for. The
Yeah.
only
right.
time you get the name brand is one if it's too new and there are no generics, or
Yeah.
two if the doctor can make the case that you need that particular
For some reason.
brand.
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the bupropion is the generic of the Wellbutrin.
There you
Okay,
go.
yeah, 'cause I got that as a kid. I'm not. I say kid. I was like, I think I was like 19 or something. I'm kind of sad that you're not a real doctor. I this whole time I was like, I wonder what his PhD is in. But okay, all right.
Maybe his PhD is in bullshittery.
Yeah.
what, what's the dissertation about?
Got a PH, PhD in theology. Well,
Shit.
can you give me a pill for this? No, but I'll pray for you.
Right card? Sheesh. Who's real nowadays? You got people just saying that they jump out of helicopters and they're hitman janitors, and now we got fake doctors. What's going on here?
Yeah, it can be weird for some people. Like, not every drug is exactly what, like, the fix or whatever you're looking for. Then, you gotta kind of try different things and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Well,
It's hopefully, you have a doctor, people have a doctor who's willing to kind of play around like that and try and find the right thing, because there are some doctors who are just like, here, take this, and they don't really give a damn. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, true. No, well,
All right. Dr. Feelgood is a biomedical scientist. So, guys, the next big fake, whatever you want to call the COVID thing was, it's going to come out of Dr. Phil's lab.
cool. Well, if anybody has a problem, let's just talk to Dr. Phil. Who
Well,
needs
Yeah,
who
but
needs real doctors?
yeah, but
I thought
I've,
a
I've,
biomedical I thought a biomedical scientist was the scientist that swings both ways.
I have a feeling he put his degree to use by traveling the world and with this for the CIA and injecting people with umbrellas.
With cyanide. He
No,
made all the cyanide pills.
No, he's got a degree. It would be something fancier than cyanide.
Blue poppies are nice to grow. And hello, Carrie.
Mr. Kerry. Mr. Kerry's going for nicest guy on YouTube for the year. Is he a landslide win for that one?
Well, I don't know. He lost Todd's vote.
And isn't Todd the do all say all of YouTube?
Apparently.
And there's another perfect example. Todd was saying some kind of bullshit about Carrie the other day, but the reason Todd turned against Carrie is because Carrie has a wrench over at Killa's, and now that Todd is mad at Killa, that means anybody who was going to Killa's is also bad.
Yeah, he's just jealous that anybody can, be impartial or neutral, and
Yeah.
he's just being petty. It's just petty.
Yes, that I was about to say that. The
Yeah.
word for petty, and he's just been that this whole time. A big petty piece of shit.
Well,
Pretty
he
much.
has said that he doesn't care where you go on the internet.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
right.
to him.
Right.
Hello, C. Peru.
Hey,
No.
hello.
I think the most annoying thing for me right now while watching him is this whole like I'll have anybody on. You come on, you come over here and talk to me, and I'll take on anybody. And it's like, dude, I went there for like 60 seconds. You didn't let you. Like, come on, man. Like, are you? I can't take it. He swings, the hypocrisy, the non-self-awareness is just, I don't know. I've never seen somebody like flip-flop so much. Like, not even Kaiser.
Yeah, he's just bad faith. He doesn't, he contradicts himself. Somebody in chat says he's a walking contradiction, and he is.
Yeah.
He just
And his new best buddy goes along with it. He'll sit there and explain to people,
Yeah.
well, no, Todd's not really a racist. It's just that he sees people differently. Yeah.
Yeah.
He sees black people as bad.
Seriously. Like, I mean, it's as if I didn't show all the receipts, and as if there isn't a ton more.
That's like when they're interviewing those KKK members, and it's like, we're not racist. We just want everybody to be separated by their race.
Yeah.
I try not to be prejudiced against anybody except, of course, Mexicans.
Mhm.
But that's
Mhm.
different. Everybody hates Mexicans.
Well, half of me hates me.
For me, it's just Americans. Sorry.
Just all Americans, right, Spider Dog?
Right.
That's why
I don't know, man.
that's why they're drugging Jerry, because he walks around. He'll go, "Oh, buenos dias, American." You're in America now. You know, arguing with himself, and they're like, oh, okay.
I well, I don't know. I like injecting Spanish here and there because then I see people like say things in Spanish and it's I think it's cool. And also like Josh will say things in Italian, but he says things in Italian, but they come out and they sound like Spanish a lot. Like today he was saying
Well,
salchicha. I'm like,
they're both they're
this sounds
both
like salsa
Romance
in Spanish.
languages.
Right. Most of your
Mhm.
languages, most of them, even including English, actually all trace back to a Latin root.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, English is mongrel. You got your Latin, you got your German. It's like, but yeah, definitely Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, totally from the
Hmm.
Latin.
So you're
Mhm.
saying we're like just like one big melting pot, hmm?
Pretty much.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, yeah. Speaking of Italian, that was
Oh
another one I
God.
saw Todd just yesterday.
Yep.
He's going full Dago now. He was there.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
first of all, let me see. I have to go on camera for this. Where's my go on camera button? I'm on camera. Okay. So he was doing this. He's
Yeah.
talking like a this. And then he said to boot, he goes, a bafangul. It's like, oh, get the fuck off it, Todd. You are not a Spartan. You're not a Viking. You're not Italian. You're something that your mother threw in a dumpster and somebody was nice enough to take you in.
Oh snap.
Snap.
wow.
He said it.
But that was, he used to say, what was it? It was like Viking and
Yeah.
Spart,
something else. Yeah, well, no, the Spartan, he just added Spartan not too long ago, and then he added
oh,
Italian along the way, and it's like, no. And
Well, I was
and
Spartan.
and God damn it, Viking is not a race or a nationality.
Hmm.
No, I mean
right.
the best you could say is like Scandinavian or something like that. But
Yeah,
then even
somebody.
then, like the people who were, you know, who are written down by because it was other cultures that called those
Mm,
raiding parties and those people
mm,
Vikings. They didn't call
mm,
themselves Vikings. They had their
yeah,
own names and tribes and the whole thing. But even then, those those cultures, those Vikings, whatever you want to call them, they would
mhm,
like they would take slaves like women and children and sometimes even men and bring them back to their tribes, and over time those people would interact and have children, and so even their blood ended up becoming a mix of all
yeah.
kinds of different things, so
If
Hmm. That's how
if
you get the Irish blood
yeah,
yeah,
in
yeah,
Sweden. It's
yeah,
if
like,
we're gonna
exactly.
if
Look
we're
at
hello.
gonna keep
this.
if we're
Look
gonna
at
keep
this.
talking if we're gonna keep talking about Todd, I'm gonna need Jerry to pass me a Wellbutrin.
I don't have any Muckster, but I like how we're turning into an anthropology class right here. That's pretty cool.
Spider plays bass. I don't hold that against him.
Hey, guitar players.
Well, the only thing that the bass does is help keep the beat.
Hey, we're the
Mm,
rhythm section.
Bong,
Without
bong,
us, it's just some
bong.
guitar player like
yeah,
making a lot of
and
noise
how
up front.
and how often do the chicks buy that story
Yeah.
while they're walking off with the lead guitarist and the weird chicks are walking off with the drummer? You're sitting there going, no, honest, the bass is the heart of the band.
Sure it is. Oh man.
You'd be surprised. There's a girl
Irish
for
blood
everybody
isn't
in the
really
band.
green.
Thank goodness for groupie hierarchies.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know about Todd. I know his big thing was Viking, and Italian. That's what it was.
Mm. It
Italian
was
because
Italian
he
an
got
early one.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what he got mad at Josh about.
Yeah,
That's why he was
Yeah.
always on the do the 23andMe or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
And great.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what, Todd?
Thanks, James.
I literally have.
Some of us know who our parents and grandparents are. We don't need to send our spit off to China to find out.
Yeah. I literally have him saying when he was talking about he has some like Greek in him that he's related. He literally, I'll find the clip. I use it in one of my little like shorts where he says he's related to Socrates.
Oh,
And it's
God.
like how could you can't, there's no way to prove that, Todd, and you're not, okay? Like you're just not. Did
That's
Socrates even have any like offspring, like or like did
Oh
he
my
have any
God.
siblings? Like
Well,
wish I
now
was
that
there.
now that he's decided it's Spartan, that makes it even stupider.
I know, right? Like pick an
That was like
area.
that was a whole different country back then.
Well, totally.
Yes.
Yeah, the Macedonians and
Socrates actually had 3 sons.
okay, well there you go. Well, maybe he's telling the truth. I don't know.
Yeah, it was Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah.
Lamprocles.
I hope you
Yeah,
find that clip.
Lamprocles, who was the eldest, Sophroniscus, and many Zenos.
Oh, well, here's a question for you. This is a thought question. Who would you rather share a glass of tea with, Socrates or Bill Cosby?
Socrates, actually, because whatever he's going to put in it is going to kill me, not just, make me lose my memory.
Yeah.
Rather dead than raped. Is that the idea?
Pretty
Basically,
much.
right?
Oh shit! I'm forgetting what it was Socrates took. It wasn't arsenic, I don't think, or at least what they always said he had.
No,
It
it
was,
was
James
I
the
don't know.
Ginger, I think we are all just tweaky subversives in our own little worlds.
Shit, I hate to look it up.
I'm going to
I
look
know
it
what
up.
it is. It's you get it from like mistletoe.
Hemlock?
Hemlock.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
think it
it.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said mistletoe, and I went right to hemlock. I didn't even
Yeah.
get it looked up.
Well, I think hemlock and mistletoe are related or something like that. Like plant, like I could be wrong about that, but it's
Because
hemlock.
I'm lost.
And right
Like,
now, Mr. Nicky is saying, why is it that Nicky buys mistletoe every Christmas, but I never see it hanging around?
Maybe I'm getting the berries and putting
There's
them in
your
my cauldron, and
here's your Christmas tea, buddy.
yeah.
Well, Cart, anybody, like, of course, Aristotle would say that because, I mean, it was Socrates. So, like, who was going to beat him at that time? Anybody was going to be a dullard compared to him.
Oh God! And back to the moron. I remember about a year ago talking about Todd and philosophers. He totally it pissed me off. He totally butchered the story of the cave, Plato's cave.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't get
Oh,
it. He doesn't
man.
understand it. He doesn't understand it at all.
I remember watching that going, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, he uses that picture of the guy with the string or with the rope, and he's gonna like cut the rope as well, like that. Like it's like, and he doesn't realize that if the guy cuts the rope, like they both fall. It's like he thinks, I don't know. He butchers all that stuff. He had the picture for that story, the cave story, and then that other one. He doesn't get it. It's because he doesn't really read about it. He like finds something and maybe there's a little caption and he runs with it.
Yeah, he does like the Chat GBT version, and that's really groovy there, Biscuits. Is that for like a family member or something?
It's because Todd's a skimmer. That's why he's the type of person that like just skims
Yeah.
things.
Unless with the story of Plato's cave, he was trying to put himself in as the role of the philosopher, meaning that he has a duty to help others see the truth,
Hmm.
despite the mockery or hostility they may face.
No, he just didn't get it.
Nope.
Oh,
And
Imagine
it's
how he'd
so
freak out if somebody told him about the blind man and the elephant.
it's just so egotistical to put yourself in that position. I mean,
Wow.
you can use the
Hmm.
story, but don't make
I, ha-
yourself a part of it, right?
I have to comment on this. A young man I was neighbor with asked me. I did his sister 10 years ago. If it
Whoa.
was me, yeah, I'd be pissed. It'd be like, ah, you're the fucker who did my sister.
It actually says sisters, not
Yeah,
just
but
one.
that doesn't fit my mockery. All right.
I know. Well, it could. He could have more than one sister.
That's yeah. That's it. He doesn't know that it was plural, not
well,
possessive.
if it's pro, then the next question comes: was it at the same time?
Oh, and how many sisters? How many sisters did he do?
Yeah, we don't even.
Hello,
Hey,
Michael
Wyatt.
Wyatt. Have you taken your medicine today?
Okay, now let's think some more on this. He did the sister's wedding 10 years ago, and now they asked him to do another one. Is that really a great reference? It's like, oh yeah, I did one 10 years ago. Nobody's asked me since, but
Well,
the price is right. All right, I'm doing it for a beer and a pizza.
$1 actually, just $1.
Uh,
Or maybe it's like overpriced, like Todd's memberships.
yeah. Oh, that is cool though. That is.
Yeah. I think my sister, sorry, I got all confused there for a second. I think my sister-in-law wants me to do her wedding.
Oh,
We'll see.
I,
It was
my
talked
sister.
about.
I think my sister wants me to do her. Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
jeez.
I don't know. It seems hard. Not hard, but I'd be nervous.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
You're digging that hole.
Clip
I'll
it. Clip it.
My brother did a
Well,
wedding once.
and
Did he?
No, I'm just because he was the town mayor.
Oh, yeah.
Someone asked him to do one. That was pretty cool.
I don't know. I get
You know
all
how
teary at those things, so I don't think I don't want to do that. Like stand up in front of everybody and then I'll be all like, oh my goodness. I don't know.
never make another Southerner comment again.
What?
I don't know who you're talking to, killing time.
Yeah, who's he talking about? And
just make sure you stream the wedding live
yeah,
so we can
yeah.
all sit there laughing. Oh, look at Spider Dog. He's totally falling apart.
He's all teary eyed.
Do you take her? My baby sister's getting married.
I think once I got like started doing the Venlafaxine and got on that medication, I think I lost all my empathy and stuff. So I don't know.
Take her, she's yours.
No, I don't think it's that you lost your empathy. It's just that it's muted.
Yeah. There you go. I can regulate a little bit better.
Or
Yeah.
maybe you just started liking yourself more.
Yeah, there's that. Some of that in there.
Yes, somebody's got to like you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm the
Might as
best
well
at liking
start
me.
with yourself, right?
Yep.
I was very
Yeah,
self-deprecating before.
it's like, how can you expect anybody else to like you if you don't like yourself?
Yeah. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
My self-deprecation was sort of a coping mechanism, though. It's like
Oh,
if I shit on myself, make fun of myself, then who can shit on me and make fun of me, right? Like
Well,
you can't beat me. You can't beat me shitting on myself.
I always
right.
that was always part of my thing too. It's like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing you can say that I haven't said. And the other thing is, like I've said before, you
Yeah.
can't make fun of other people if you don't make fun of yourself. And I like making fun of other people. Speaking of
Yeah,
making fun of
totally.
other people, hi Phil.
Hey,
guys.
pal.
Oh God,
Yeah, there's
GMK.
healthy ways of going about it and unhealthy ways of going about it.
That
Hello,
I think GMK's way
GMK.
is very unhealthy.
And Muckster, you're the one who's not allowed to say anything about Southerners again.
Just because they're a bunch of redneck hicks who talk funny and
They don't talk funny.
can't do simple math.
Uh-huh. Yes, they
Oh my
can.
God. Yeah. You know what we need in here right now?
What?
A dick bag. Then we'd have like the triumvirate of mocking videos.
Okay. Yuri Teaches Mexican Song is in the back chat.
Yay.
I actually love Killing Time's voice. I'd love to use him to like narrate something. I don't have anything, but
Yeah.
it's a pretty
Please
good
keep
Southern voice.
please keep both hands visible while you're talking about that.
He would be a great voice for like a story or a story time kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
The kind that
fully-
is very soothing and relaxing, and they use it to put you to sleep. Yeah.
yeah.
I-
He's got that Sam Elliott kind of thing.
Oh my
almost
God.
vibes
Yeah.
going.
I don't want to, how we said about, you don't tell friends secrets and stuff. But I will say that Killing Time definitely has a face for radio.
I
No,
gotta
you
say,
weren't supposed to say that.
I gotta say, my avatar is really becoming the poster child for the demons that Todd is afraid of.
Hello, Kelly.
This is what Todd sees when he looks in the mirror.
Really?
Hey, my name is Yuri. Sometimes I smoke too much. People don't understand me. So today, I teach you how to speak Mexican. Listen careful. I go to school, not the normal way. Teacher say repeat, I do it my way. Everybody laughing, but I feel alright. I say how I hear it every time. Mushroom. Don't ever tell me there's no mushroom in the car. We can fit everybody, it ain't that far. Teacher say no, I say CC. That's how it sounds when it comes to me. Maybe I say it different, maybe I say it slow. Every word I learn, I'm making my own. Say it like Yuri, twist it up heavy, so heavy. Flip it around and bring it back. That's how we talk, and that's a fact. Say it like Yuri, don't stress. Sound a little wrong, still bless it. Laugh with me, now you see, we just talk differently. Litter, you're the man, don't let her tell you what to do. Teacher getting mad, but I laugh it through. She say, listen, I hear it wrong, still I keep singing my song. Disco, Organize the room, disco here, disco there. Put it where it go, make it nice and fair. She said, this goes here. I say, I know, but disco sound better, so I let it flow. Say it like Yeri, like Yeri. Twist it up heavy, so heavy. Flip it around and bring it back. That's how we talk, and that's a fact. Say it like Yeri. Don't stress, it sound a little wrong. Still bless it, laugh with me. Now you see, we just talk differently. Dallas, that is Dallas chicken wing. It's mine. Everybody looking, but I'm first in line. They say that's mine. I say no, no, no. Dallas sound better when I'm in my flow. Wyoming, there is no more chili left. Everybody looking like who took the rest? They say who ate it? I say not me, but Wyoming, there's no more food, you see. Sometimes I mix it, sometimes I miss, but every word got a twist like this. From hola to hello, from yes to see, every sound got a place in me. Say it like Yeri, like Yeri. Twist it up heavy, so heavy. Flip it around and bring it back. That's how we talk, and that's a fact. Say it like Yeri, don't fight it. Say it your way, that's the right fit. Laugh with me, now you see, we just talk differently. Yeah, maybe wrong, maybe right, but we understand each other. See or no? That's what matters, amigo.
Me gusta. It's
That
good.
was good.
I got all the Yeri songs that have been put out have been great. If you guys put that in a compilation, it's a banger. That's a banger album right there. That's great. It's good stuff. You guys have done good stuff with my stuff. I like it. And I want to compliment you guys on one more thing. The Mexican, I don't know the inspiration for the ranchera music that you guys are putting in there, but it's good. You guys are doing good, man. I don't know if it's that we'll give most of the credit to the AI, but you guys have been doing great with that stuff. I love it.
Just depends on how you prompt it. I do all kinds of music, so.
Yeah, no, but mines are better. Nah, that was good, man. I appreciate that. Did
The
you
AI is getting better and better too. Like, I mean, just the styles and everything.
Did
It
you do one
sounds so
too,
real now.
Yeah.
You did a Yeri song too?
Stop giving Jerry so much love, Cart says. Ha ha ha.
I need it. I need it right now. I'm off my Wellbutrin.
James earlier said, I used to be a bassist, then I grew up. And I just wanted to say that that's what happens to a lot of non-musicians.
Yes, GMK. It's very wrong. Very wrong.
A lot of people think that they look at bass and they go, oh, that's easy. You just like one note at a time and you just kind of pluck it or whatever. And I can do that. And it's like, yeah, you can. But can you really?
Dr. Phil posted Todd's menu.
Oh, I saw something about that. I didn't look at it yet,
Oh,
though.
I
didn't understand
gotta
this.
make it.
Oh, you have to see his video.
And it's got Miracle Whip. We proudly serve
indictment
Miracle
Italian.
Whip. All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to go and look. I can't
Yeah,
see it there.
The menu goes with the story that I put out today. It's a story about Todd where he opens a restaurant near the courthouse. I think it's a good story, but check it out.
Oh, I liked it. Yeah.
Oh, proudly served with Miracle Whip. That's good. Yeah. How standard. Yeah.
Miracle Whip milkshakes. Ew.
No, it's not Miracle Whip milkshakes.
The indictment Italian.
I'm just bugging you, James. I hear you.
what do you think is more underrated? The bass guitar or the accordion?
Hey, I like all instruments. Anybody that can play an instrument and play it well, it's like way to go.
Nah. But there's one that you like more than any other. But, come on.
And I'll tell you, there was a guy on Britain's Got Talent a couple weeks ago, and I think I forgot to watch it this past weekend. But anyway, he came on with an accordion,
Hmm.
and he had that thing sounding like a fiddle, a bagpipe.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, totally. I think I've seen that guy or
Yeah,
heard
it
about
was
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
Because he came
How
out and everybody was like, "Oh no, an accordion," and then he started playing shit. And it was like, "Holy shit!"
Well, that was the first instrument I learned how to play. It was an accordion. And yes, it's not because I'm Mexican. It's just so happened to be the only instrument that that they had left over. Okay, so don't tie that into my race at all.
Somehow, that this just shows like what a backwards high school I went to. Our marching band did not have an accordion.
Oh no, I did independent accordion class. Yeah. Who's he hugging?
Cinematic
Absolutely,
Roots.
Kelly. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, it was the LA riots at the time.
She held me close in the driveway shade. Weeks past the surgery, moving slow. Screen door creaked as she turned away. Coffee on like before. We stood there longer than we meant to. Engine running, she waved goodbye. And at once I knew I was not staying. I could see it all for miles, miles, miles. New Jersey sign on a steel frame. Man on a horse with a wrench in hand. Tool bag hanging from the saddle horn. Face I almost knew. He never looked up as I rolled on by. Checked the mirror, then faced the line. And at once I knew I was not staying. I could see it all for miles, miles, miles. Pennsylvania field by the roadside. Blue coat standing by a cannon. Muckster sitting high above it all. Pickup parked, cooler in the grass. I slowed a second at the edge of it, then I let it go. Stayed my line. And at once I knew I was not staying. I could see it all for miles, miles, miles. West Virginia bend through a narrow pass. House set back by a wire fence. Jeff outside with the dog at heel. Sharp commands, quick return. I drop my speed like I might pull in. Press the gas and let it pass. And at once I knew I was not staying. I could see it all for miles.
Did he steal that car?
Stretch longer than the rest. Mile markers ticking one by one. Nothing in the mirror held for long. Just the road ahead. And at once I knew I was not staying. I could see my whole life for miles and miles and miles.
Oh man.
Miles and miles. Miles and miles and miles.
Oh no.
Are they gonna kiss?
Pulled in the driveway, evening turning gold. He stepped outside and held me. No words, just
Okay.
hope.
Whew. Okay.
I hate you.
I don't think he was keeping his lane there in a couple of those shots. Maintaining his lane.
That was brilliant.
It's pretty interesting. Interesting.
Something I came up with today.
Yeah. It's like you're not sure how to feel in the beginning, and then
Dr. Feelgood did that GMK. And Kelly, I don't know if he's headed back to New York, and he might be.
I think today he was. I think he said Tuesday on the one thing.
it looked like he was back today. He was doing a test stream, and it looked like he was back in that room at his mom's place or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, he left. I think this morning, and you should be there already. So I think he did do the test stream from his
Yeah.
mom's
Yeah.
house.
I'm just glad he's going to New York instead of wasting his time going to Kentucky like he did that other time. Take
Yeah, me
days
too.
off of work.
No,
Anyway.
Todd's in the opposite direction, Kelly. Home base is kind of in the middle between Todd and his mom.
In his heart, James. He's in Kentucky in his heart.
I liked the way the whole way through that video he had like that sad look, and then he just brightened up when he got to.
Yeah, I tried to make it emotional along the way, but he kind of went past his old friends. He thought about it, but he just kept going. And
Yeah, I like
More
that
way.
where it was sort of like he went past the places where he couldn't go anymore, kind of.
yeah, I don't know. It's a real route. It's a real journey he could have went on, and real places he could have stopped at along the way. And I think it's places that he wouldn't have stopped at anymore. So
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked when you had Jeff. And I also liked the way the The dog went running and immediately came back when Jeff called him, which is something you wouldn't see from Todd's dogs.
It came together real nice. I got lucky on the edits.
Yeah, the Jeff looked good. Looked like him.
And
Gave Todd a tattoo though.
yeah, you know,
Oh, I miss that.
yeah, he had some arm tattoos, I think.
Yeah.
I just let it go. I'm too lazy to redo it. I did like 30 or 35 different AI images on it. So
Yeah, totally. Sometimes you just gotta settle and go, that's good enough.
that weird old guy on the Canon, I don't know where that came from.
Part of the whole AI like era generation with, for all the people who are using it first or whatever, you got these eras of like fighting with AI. Like fighting with AI a year ago is a little bit different than it is now because it's getting a little bit better, so you don't get into those really frustrating moments with it. But it's pretty funny. It's like just this non-living thing, but man, it could piss you off sometimes.
The hardest part of that whole video was getting Finkel to start the car.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always some weird thing like that.
It had him going backwards. It had him bending the key down. It had him doing all these weird different things. It wouldn't just have him turn the key.
Yeah, it looked
so
like
weird.
it put a switch in there or something. Like you can see as it like turns or whatever, and he's done turning it or whatever. There's like a on-off switch or something on there. You just can't get it to do certain things. It just won't listen. Sometimes it nails it, and then sometimes it's just like, what are you doing?
But yeah, it's one down. I got to do the B team video and make the B team episode, and I think I've got one more video to do with Doc Leno. And clears my plate.
That's why I don't want to get too good at it, because then people keep throwing more jobs at you.
Yeah.
That Dr. Lemieux or whatever the hell that guy is, that guy sucks. And only because I've been watching Dr. Phil stuff, and I thought it was his channel. I was like, what is this, like an old channel of his? And I clicked. I'm like, no, who is this guy? And I think I sat through like 2 stories. I'm like, why am I sitting through this crap?
Yeah, totally.
He's a nice guy. He's getting better and better though. But
Well, I
we
mean-
all start somewhere.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, it's not the. I guess the technical part is not it. He's just not good at telling stories. That's all.
Different kind of stories. So
Dr. Phil, it's okay to be critical.
he tells a different kind of story. He's more of a happy stories, and he likes to tell stories that involve his friends. And he's a nice guy. He tells happier stories.
Are you related to him?
No.
All right, fine.
But he is a nice guy though.
Yeah, you're a nice guy for being a nice guy.
A little bit darker. So
But I think you need that for humor though. You need that for comedy. You have to be a little bit.
it depends on the humor. But yeah, this kind of YouTube humor, I think you do need that.
You know what, Phil? I can't read you. Are you being antagonistic towards me right now?
What's that?
Do you want to fight me?
Okay.
Let's go.
So I got to show you this. I got this is a little thing on working with AI. If you just try to do it fast and don't give it a lot of specific instruction. I gave it this and told it to animate the flames and the person. I had to say person. It wouldn't let me say demon.
Oh.
Okay. So here's the video it gave me when I said animate the flames.
Why? The AI must know that I'm off my meds. That's good though. I like it. It made me human. Unlike Todd.
When I
Made you
did the Nikki animation thing, like of her all tweaking out with the squirrel, it it wasn't until after I was done everything and put it together, and I was like watching it again, and I was like, "Oh, the squirrel's not black. Damn it."
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn it, forget it. I'm not redoing it."
Well, that's like I was doing that one with Finkel riding the unicycle with the propeller hat,
Oh yeah.
and I wanted it to be like Finkel with Todd and Mimsy. And it kept changing the people, so instead I just made it okay. It's like Finkel and his girlfriends. I made it non-specific, you know.
Yeah, it's
I-
so finicky.
I actually
Go ahead.
go ahead. I was gonna say I
Is it-
actually sit here sometimes talking to that AI, going, "Are you fucking stupid? You know I'm paying for this shit. Do what I tell you to do." Anyway,
You be hit and miss.
It depends on the model too. Like you'll switch from one model to a different model, and it'll just work perfectly.
Yeah.
And in one model, it'll just do nothing right for you.
Yeah, you got to find the right model for certain things, and yeah. I'm in the Muppets when Spider Dog comes in and pushes me out of the way, like out of the scene. That was like, because it sometimes they don't, it doesn't want to do violence or anything like that, so I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get it to do this. And I don't remember exactly what I told it, but it did it first shot and it came out perfect. And it's like, I felt like Martin Scorsese's or something. I was like, yes, I like directed it and it did it. Well done. You get those moments where it's just perfect. And you're like, oh, wow, great.
well, that's like one of the very first things I did was that one with my niece singing a song, and there was like different things in it where I wanted it to like look like she was just in a fist fight. The only way I could get the AI to make it was to make it a cartoon instead of.
Yeah.
You're making songs about your niece, Mux? Weird.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Don't Todd him on it. Todd already tried it. It's a nice video. There's nothing wrong with it.
Actually, I just did another video about Todd's brain today because what was the song? He sang a little bit of a song. Was it My Eyes Adored You?
Yeah, my eyes adored. Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes, well, it's a beautiful song, but it's a little creepy. The guy's singing about a young girl or something. It's like, only in your fucking head, Todd. The guy is singing about, it was a young girl, but it's when he was young. It was from his past.
Yeah.
But he saw it as like a pedo thing in his head. This guy was singing about a little girl. I mean, it tells you more about him than it does the guy that wrote the song.
Totally. Like, just like take your mind out of that place, dude. I clip that too, just because I always clip him singing because it's bad. But...
Oh, I know.
Horrible.
It's fun to.
I thought I was a bad singer. I thought I was a bad singer till I watched Todd.
I thought I was a bad
course.
everything until I saw Todd.
Of course, I never called cadence for an entire division.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated cadence. I hated calling cadence.
That's what my nephew said. I told him about it. I told my nephew about Todd saying that. And my nephew goes, I did everything I could do to avoid having to do cadence.
Right. Yeah. He was probably just happy he was asked if it even happened.
Yeah. And everybody know whatever he was, he said, I forget if he said the company or the battalion or what. And it's like, that's another one of those things that even the civilian sits there going, uh, that many people? Really?
I was in a different world though. I was military, but kind of on the outside of the military, not in uniform all the time, and had a beard most of the time.
Why
So
were you in the
whenever
band?
I,
Were you in the band?
I was in the band, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Were you an MP2, huh? Hmm.
No, I was a spy catcher.
Mm-hmm. You ever jump out of a helicopter?
Once, yeah, once. I actually was in Kentucky as well. I went to Kentucky for an exercise, and we got in this Black Hawk, and we flew to the training area,
Mm-hmm.
and the helicopter landed, and after it landed, I jumped out.
Oh, that's safe. That's a safe way of
Yeah,
jumping out.
safe way to do it.
Mm. I'm still gonna want you to whip out that BD-214 for me one time.
Would you,
It's long.
before you jumped out of the helicopter, did you call in CAS? And
No, I didn't call anybody. I just jumped out. It was about 2 feet off the ground
You
from
didn't have enough time.
from the helicopter to the ground. Wasn't
You
that
didn't
far.
have enough time. Yeah, the call would have been ringing still if you would have called them.
Not a big fan of NCIS anyway. They're not my favorite group.
That's right.
We used to work with them. We used to work with. I used to work with the Air Force Office of Special Investigation and a lot of those different agencies.
I was remembering over the weekend, something reminded me of a couple of guys I knew who are Vietnam vets. When you talk about working with different agencies, the one guy I went to school with had been a Green Beret. And I always remember him saying that he hated, he hated working with Marines, but he'd work with Rangers any day of the week, And it's like, that's one of those things that just sort of stuck in my mind. And then a few years later, a guy I knew that used to come in the library who had been a Ranger, and he was a squad leader for long range reconnaissance in Vietnam. And I always remember him saying, because, I hated any time we had to work with those fucking Green Beret, but I'd work with Marines any day of the week. I just thought it was interesting to get those two different views like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, different people are good at different things, and some
Yeah.
agencies are stuck up, and some agencies are down to earth, and some are better at things than others. And it just depends on who you work with, and you get to know who's who and who's good at what, and who's just there to get name recognition and things like that. So it's like anywhere else. It's like any other corporate job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many different people, right? It's like you never, who knows who you're going to end up working with or whatever. And so some people are going to have bad experiences. Some people are going to have good experiences.
Some people are gonna have boring experiences and just fucking talk up all their fucking shit.
Yeah, they'll make up things. I remember that Green Beret. His name was Bryce, and if you called him Bruce, you were taking your life into your hands. But anyway, you guys know who Sergeant Barry Sadler was?
He was the Green Beret, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's the guy who wrote "Fighting Soldiers from the Sky."
Oh,
It was like a huge hit song for a few years there. Bryce hated that guy. He said he was in the same company as them, and he was getting all these accolades and stuff for that song. And he said he's just a regular old grunt like the rest of us, And he did not like. Anyway,
Huh? A little jealous, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's that or the other, right? They're either all jealous or he's really embellishing, like really embellishing.
A lot of those guys try to stay under the radar too. Green Beret SEALs,
Yeah.
even a lot of the Rangers.
Look at how for many years they would not even acknowledge that Delta existed.
Right. Yeah.
Todd said he was a scout, so there's like Boy Scouts in the army too.
I think there's are no more scouts. I think they got rid of Cap Scouts. I don't know when.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, the MOS is gone or whatever, right?
yeah,
No, I guess.
yeah, that's what Jeff had said.
Yeah, I guess there's no need for a merit badge or anything like that, huh? Yeah.
Yep, they were so important that Pentagon said we don't need these guys.
Well, those
Because they- Go
those
ahead.
Stetsons and Spurs were getting expensive, so
Oh, I was going to say they were wasting all their time playing capture the flag.
Did they make them so?
If you saw the video with the reenactors.
I mean, if they made them sell cookies, I could kind of see the KFAR heat.
Did you ever see the history of the Army camels that they used, I guess, during the U.S.-Mexican War?
Oh,
We don't talk about the Mexican
I remember
War,
seeing
eh?
something about that. I didn't see a whole lot. I remember seeing something where they were using camels.
I don't
We
remember.
don't
I've heard
talk about the
something, yeah.
Mexican War.
Yeah, it was in the mid 19th century,
Hey guys, we don't
In-
talk about the Mexican War.
1859.
Like, I guess when they were done with all the camels, they just let them all die in the desert.
Yeah.
nice. Wow.
All right. You guys want me to leave? Fine.
But
My God, he's slow to take a hint.
I'm waiting for the just kidding. I heard it somewhere.
somewhere in your brain, right?
There was a voice.
Yeah, it sounded like it's not like Spider Dog. Thanks, Spider Dog. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
You know what I always hate is when we'll be here and I think, okay, I'm going to shut up for a while and let people talk. And then there's silence.
Some people get uncomfortable with silence like that, and I mean, I get it when you're streaming and stuff, and you know, you're kind of supposed to be saying something or doing something, but I like that silence. It doesn't bother me when it happens.
Do you
If we have-
prefer
if we have
prefer
to be on
Simon and Garfunkel or Disturbed?
I just
If we
mean
have-
from like for some
Wow.
people, like socially, it's like it can be very awkward, and I get that, but I don't know, it's never bothered me.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with silence.
You
think if
time
we
to
had them on
think and
camera,
reflect.
So, you know, at least when the mouse in my brain slows down, I can hear the wheel creaking very slowly. That's why I'm comfortable with silence.
You know what I always liked, and they're pretty much all dead now, but when you have those friends where you can sit there and not say a word for an hour, and then one person will say something like, "Oh, Paul Newman," and you go, "Yeah, that's right," and then you go back to not saying anything.
Yeah, that's good friendship there.
Or even like it'll be like 2 days later, and someone will go, "Oh, damn it, asparagus! Oh yeah, that's what it was supposed to be." You know, it's like,
Do you want me to
I
leave
got
one more?
something to say, real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Muckster,
Uh-oh.
On the 11th on Saturday, I see this live pop up with your name on it. So I open it up and I click on the link to come on live, and it directs me over to somebody else's live.
Yeah.
And so I figure, what the hell? I'm already there. So I go in and I go up and I talk to these two guys that are there. And I just talk to them for a few minutes and I say goodbye. But
I
I just
was
want to let
really
you know.
Oh, God, get somebody. I was really hoping more people would come in and they'd hit the link and they'd be sitting over there going, "What the fuck? Who keeps coming in?" In case anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, I put Todd's StreamYard link in.
You did that. You gave it to me when I was
Oh,
on my
yeah.
last stream. I wasn't looking at Discord, so I missed it. But yeah, you were like, if anybody wants to come up, give them this link, because Todd was live at the time and the StreamYard's link was out. And after I saw it after the stream, I was like, oh damn, I should have just popped. Like if I had seen it, I would have just popped it right into like
Yes,
into my
especially
stream and say, somebody come up.
especially from your live, because you know there would have been people that
Yeah,
Todd
somebody would
absolutely
have
would
hit it.
not wanted to see.
Totally.
I kind of feel like that was a trap for me, Muckster.
Oh, you would have. There was like anybody, especially anybody, you know, that, like I said, anybody from Spiders that Todd would be going, "Why are they coming in here?"
So the lesson
He
is
would let
don't just click Muckster links, okay?
Well, especially when you come in and it's like, there's nothing going on the screen. Why isn't there anything going on the screen? Because I just put that there and I was off, like making a video or something, or I was watching a TV show.
But I was already in there, already logged in. So I went ahead and went up there and talked to him for a few minutes, and it worked out. It was good timing. They were looking at some kind of funny videos. So I went up there and I talked about my funny videos, and I asked them if they saw them. They said no. I told them to take a look and make sure they're not too offensive. And, you know, that was it. And they said, okay, send us a link, blah, blah, blah. So that's it. Wasn't that bad.
Todd claims he likes Spiders videos now. Oh, they make me look good. I think he's just trying to do reverse psychology or something.
Yeah, cope with it. I mean, they don't really make them. Well, it depends on the videos. The Muppet ones, or oops, damn it, the Muppet ones. I think like make him seem softer. They give him a softer image, even though whatever he's saying is kind of stupid. It's like, he's a puppet. It's like he doesn't seem so bad.
I think he wants to be like cartoonish.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we all do. I think we all do a little bit.
Yeah, but some people crave it. Yeah, anybody likes to get some kind of notice, you know. I mean, we wouldn't be doing this stuff if we didn't want somebody to come in and watch us or whatever. But yeah, it's not like some people like just need it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it cracks me up when I hear people say like, "Oh, I don't," you know, they're streaming or whatever, and they're like, "I don't care about this. I don't care about this," and it's like, well, come on, you're doing it. Like, you know, like there's a level of some attention or some caring. You know, you wouldn't be doing it otherwise. So I don't know. I'm not gonna lie about it. You know, I enjoy streaming. I enjoy having everybody come in and joking around and listening to me be a dumbass and all of it. Like, I mean, that's why I'm doing it. So nothing to be embarrassed about. It's not like I'm trying to, you know, get a job on NBC or something.
I know.
Having fun.
I'm trying to get a job at Fox.
Yeah. Fox would never hire you, Jay. Mexican.
I know. I just keep getting calls from Univision.
Yeah, they'd call him in for an interview, and yeah, go into that office over there, and ICE would be waiting.
Yeah.
First of all, Muckster, I'll have you know I have my citizenship. Second of all, I only
Yeah,
fell for that once.
yeah. Yeah, somehow ICE doesn't seem to care a whole lot about
Yeah,
being able to
seriously.
identify yourself if they think you look too brown.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
They give you a citizen test like, okay, what's harder to pick, cabbages or apples?
And you're like, well, everybody knows. You almost got me. You almost got me.
I was thinking about doing some live streams showing people how to do AI videos from the AI songs to making a video out of it.
That'd be good.
Yeah, like if you get like how you say you can get the AI to turn on the car, that'd be cool.
I did an
Yeah, I mean-
instructional. I did an instructional video showing Jeff how to read a calendar.
Damn it, I missed that.
Well, on that note, I've got to run.
Yep, you
Are
gotta
you-
go make dinner.
I do. I think I say that every time on that note when I'm done. I'm going to try to stop
Mhm.
saying that.
And
Yeah,
do you
on
have
that
to run?
note,
Do you have
What are
to
you
run
cooking
when
tonight?
you jog?
we've I'm having I made soup, chicken noodle soup. So,
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, from scratch. So, you know.
Oh, okay
Pretty good.
then.
No.
What kind of noodles?
Just egg noodles.
Okay. Well, you
Mm.
passed the test. If you'd have said macaroni, I'd go, "What the hell are you doing? It should be
What are you
egg
doing
noodles."
with the macaroni?
Yeah.
Maroon. Okay, guys, have a good one. Thanks for having me out.
See you later,
Have a
buddy.
great night.
See ya.
See you later.
What the hell was he talking about?
I don't know.
Now it's way too early for that.
I think he's
No,
making
it's
Canadian
not.
bacon.
Use the macaroni. That's the Mexican soup. You guys call it sopas. You put a little milk in there and some macaroni and a couple vegetables,
Phil?
some chicken.
Dr. Phil, you're gonna have to go to one of my
Yeah.
classes. You did not pass. That was not good. That was not good Spanish, sir.
No,
I'm gonna
What-
no.
What do you call it?
Yeah. But I'm not gonna give you a fail. We're gonna work it out. I'll work it out.
Okay.
Okay.
sopas.
Are you trying to say sopes?
You say sopas. Okay. They call it sopas in the Philippines. It's a little bit different, but it's the same
was
kind
just
of
gonna-
recipe.
I was just going to say, Jerry, for all you know, if you were in Spain and you said it your way, they'd be going, who's this guy? Don't you know what it's super?
Listen, sir.
Anyway,
Spanish in Spain is the same
falls
thing.
mainly on the plains.
All you have to do is add a lisp to it. That's all. So just say everything like you would like in Mexican. Just add a little lisp at the end. And that's Spain Spanish.
Jerry, did I ever tell you about the time I was doing a bus trip down to Atlantic City? And, the bus stopped at, we were lucky. We were like the farthest away. So we were the first ones on. And then there was like 5 more stops on the way down the mountain. And I think it was the last stop this lady got on the bus. And, this is at like 6 a.m. by then. And she goes, Buenas noches, everybody. She says, that means good morning in Spanish. I just came from Mexico. And I thought, lady, everybody in Mexico was laughing at you.
Have a good day.
As they say in Spain, cart hasta la vista.
Baby.
Wow.
Well, since everybody's leaving, I'm gonna leave too. Bye.
Oh, you left.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was saying goodbye or
I-
I couldn't make out what he said before that.
Yeah, and I heard him say, "Well, since everybody's leaving, I'm gonna leave too." And I
Oh,
thought he was gonna
okay.
continue.
Bye, Yuri.
Have a great day, Yuri.
sayonara.
Well,
I don't know if check to see if of course it might be early for him to decide if Jeff is going to be going on tonight. I was surprised to see him do 2 nights in a row.
and
Although I
late nights
slept
at
through
that.
it. Yeah, I pretty much slept through most of it last night. I don't know what the deal was. Because that's usually not that late for me.
I was checking to see who else might be going live tonight.
Yeah, Jeff's not showing one yet.
Mm-mm.
Looks like Killer has one scheduled.
He's just about every night, yeah. I think it was funny when Todd decided that Killer had betrayed him, and Todd had been going on early, and he decided to go on at 9 o'clock because Killer's always 9:30, and he thought he was going to teach Killer a lesson, and instead,
Hmm.
Todd will be sitting there with 80 people, and it hits 9:30, and all of a sudden he's down to 50.
And Todd is doing 9 o'clock tonight with special focus on boot. So
I don't know. No, Teresa, Nikki's not high again. I'm actually, um, I don't know. I am still like tired. We've been doing a lot. We went to an auction over the weekend, so we're putting more junk where we really didn't need junk. You know, that's what sucks about going to auctions is you don't need it, but when it's only $1, you know, oh yeah,
Yeah.
or and this one the guy was a woodworker. Actually, he had his own construction company. He built houses. So, you know, all the skill saws, the sanders, all his tools, routers, and all of that. $2.50,
ooh,
$5. You know, yeah, I'm gonna snag them.
You know, I used to be, for first of all, I used to love to go to auctions too. And I always had a hard time passing up tools. And I am like the least handy person in the world. But for some reason, I collected the damn tools that I didn't know how to use.
I used to go
I
to
mean,
car auctions.
Mm.
we did get that grandfather clock. That's what I was saying
Oh, yeah.
yesterday. Uh, that was only $100.
Are you doing eBay for some of this stuff or resell?
No. Nope. It's just gonna sit here and get used maybe once a year. All the tools.
Well, $2.50, $5, $1. That's good enough.
Yeah.
I remember going to an auction one time, and it was they were selling the house and everything. It was like the people had died. So that was, the um, family was selling everything off.
Hmm.
And they had a couple of Foot Lockers up there. And, like, well, not Foot Locker, cedar chest, really, because they were wooden. But anyway, they did the house. And so the main auctioneer left to go and discuss, with the family whether the bid they got was satisfactory and stuff, and to go over paperwork and that. So while he was gone, his son took over, and he decided to do one of those chests. And there was a guy sitting just like about 3 or 4 seats away from me. He got that chest for like $30. It was a nice chest. And then the dad came back to take over, and he goes, "What happened to that chest that was sitting here?" And the kid said, "I sold it." "What'd you get for it?" And he said, $35 or whatever. Here, the chest was full of Irish lace doilies and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
That he just had them in there. He was going to be selling them like separately. And when the auctioneer, he goes, "That was full of all that lace," and that guy that bought it I could hear him go, "Yeah, I know."
Uh-huh.
He I think he probably was figuring he was going to cost him a couple of $100 to get all that stuff, and instead he got it cheap. And there was nothing the guy could do about it by then. All sales are final.
Right. And Mr. Carey, Logan heard my voice earlier and said, "Is that Nikki? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?" I mean, a lot of people
Wah,
can't stand my voice.
wah, 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 wah.
Mm-hmm. Wah, 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 wah.
I always thought it was interesting with auctions too. You'd go and there'd be some piece of junk there. You'd be like, "Why didn't they just throw that away?" And then it'd be like, "Okay, who's going to give me $10? I got 10. Who's 15? 15. Who's giving me 20? Who's 20? 20? 20? Pretty soon it sells for like $110 or something. You're sitting there going, "That would have been in my trash can."
Right. Right.
Used to watch the storage units go
Yeah,
go up for bid on TV. I know it's fake, but I used to watch it on TV.
yeah. It was interesting to watch, but yeah, they did salt them. The people knew what they were getting, but still, it's just like, like I used to watch the pawn people too, and that's all
Yeah.
kind of
Pawn
set up
Stars.
ahead of time. But
Yeah.
it's still interesting. You learn stuff, about things.
Well, I mean, and like at this auction, you remember the old stereo cabinets that had the lid with the record player and the
Yeah,
AM/FM. They had one of those, and I was like, I really didn't want it, but I felt bad because they couldn't get anything on it. So it cost me $2.50 because I ended up biting the bullet on that one. But we got it home. It works. The record player works. It has the original purchase paperwork in it, and
oh,
it
cool.
is 58 years old. And it was sold by a store here in town that's no longer here.
Oh,
So,
that makes it
I've
cool.
got history.
Well, that's probably about when my dad bought one of those, just about 58 years ago. I mean, his had the turntable, AM/FM, and an 8-track player.
This one has the thing in the back where you can plug in the external tape.
Oh yeah, oh tape.
Hmm
I thought
Yeah,
you were gonna say external speakers.
it has that too.
Yeah,
It has speakers in the cabinet, but you can
yeah,
also hook up external speakers, and so
yeah. Those
it was,
things were
yeah,
they
it was
were big time back
$330
then.
when he bought it.
Wow.
They got vacuum tubes in it, or is it a transistor?
We haven't opened the back up to look at it.
Wow. Well, that's a good question. I'm trying to picture. I'm gonna bet it was transistor, but I don't know. The radio might have been tubes.
It depends. If it was $330, that's kind of a high end item. It might have been tubes still.
But if it was tubes, I'd really be amazed if it's still working.
Oh, it didn't have to warm up. Okay, and it
Oh,
wasn't the
okay.
tubes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like those and the big chest televisions were a big thing then.
Yeah.
And then when you wanted to get rid of them, it's like, what am I going to do with this big heavy thing? Put it in the garage next to that set of encyclopedias we don't use anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of thing I think about, like with my dad, something he was good at that I never was. I always remember my mom used to do like cleaning, and one of the places she cleaned was the local funeral home. Okay, and it was a family thing, of course. It was a couple generations, and the two sons got their mother one of those cabinet stereos. And I remember I stopped there the one day. I don't know if I was driving then and picking my mother up, or I just stopped on my way to school about something. But anyway, the lady that you know that her and her husband owned the place, she was saying that, oh, my boys got me this. She said, your dad told me that that is the best sound he'd ever heard from a stereo. And it just made her so happy that to hear that. And like I said, it's the kind of thing I don't think of saying to people, because he was obviously just wanting her to feel good, just saying that. Anyway,
There's some people like that old record sound with the scratchiness to it. Some people like
Yeah.
the MP3s. Some people
Yeah.
like different things. I mean, it just depends on what I guess you're used to. Like if you know the MP3s, you really only hear the loudest part of the music at one time. So you're not hearing all the music. Not like the old records, I guess, where you really hear all the music.
I used to have a pretty good record collection, but I was more than happy to convert it all over to CD. Which, of course, now nobody gets CDs either. But
I don't think you can get a CD player in a car anymore, or very few
No.
cars.
I was one of those geeks when it came to my records. Like people who would like grab the record with their fingers instead of holding it by the edges. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? They would go in the sleeve, and the sleeve then would go with the open part to the top so that the record couldn't slide out. A lot of people just put it in, so they just had to dump the record out. And all my albums were in like alphabetical order by the group. Yeah, I was, like I say, bit of a dork with that stuff.
Yeah,
And
I
oh
pretty
my
much
God,
get CDs.
I never stacked records. If used to be able to have those spindles on where you could put like 5 records on and it would automatically
Mm-hmm.
drop. Oh no, that would absolutely drive me nuts when I'd see people doing that.
I grew up in the tape era and then the CDs. We skipped the record thing. I'm not quite that old, so
We the big thing for us was right about my high school years was when you'd get an 8-track player for your car, and that was a big deal. 8-tracks didn't really last that long until cassettes pushed them out of the way.
I'm trying to think if I had an 8-track in one of my cars. I don't know if I did or not. No, I didn't. No, I think the car I had a '77 Corvette, but it just had a radio. It didn't have a 8-track in it.
Mm. Yeah, that would have been about the right time frame for it.
This is the oldest car I had, so no. My dad had one. He had an 8-track in his. He had a Dodge Challenger,
Mm.
70-ish, and he had an 8-track. Ugliest green color I ever seen, but he loved that car.
They were pretty sweet rides.
They were. He wish he would have kept it. I don't know why he got rid of it, but he wish he would have still had it today.
You know, it's kind of funny with cars when you think of like, you know, like something like that. If somebody got it and they restored it, most things, if you restore it, like say furniture or just about anything you can think of, they want it restored to be just like the original. You know, with cars, they're perfectly happy with like, you know, doing fancy paint colors and, you know, stuff like that. Doing, you know, you could have a 65 Mustang with, you know, a USB port for music or whatever. You know, people don't seem to care about that kind of thing.
You've got different camps on cars. You got the purists who want it all original. You can't even have aftermarket parts on it that are replacement parts. It has to be all original for them. And you've got the people who don't care. It can be a road rat with, you know, Ford, Chevy, Dodge parts all mixed together. And you got the people that want to modify everything on the car and make it all aftermarket. So it just depends on what camp they're in and how they want the car. But people are funny about cars. They either care a lot or don't care at all. People are real particular about what cars they like too. Either they're, you know, Ford, Chevy, Mopar.
Yeah. My first car was a Mopar.
I like Mopar.
Right.
Mopar's nice.
1964 Plymouth Belvedere with a push button transmission.
I like those push button transmissions. My friend had a Dodge Coronet convertible with a push button transmission.
Mm.
We used to take that thing out to the beach in the summertime.
Yeah.
That was nice. I like the old cars. I miss the old car shows and everything too. I should get back into it, but it'll get expensive if I start seeing cars I like.
I know. I like the boats from like the 50s. That's my what car that I absolutely fell in love with. I went one time to it was an all Packard show. And oh man, those old like 20 and 30s Packards, they're just appealed to me. 16
like
cylinder.
You like the big gangster cars from the 30s, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Color tag.
There was a guy around. He owned the. I'm thinking it was Cadillac, but I'm thinking it was Chevy and Cadillac. I'm not sure, but he had a car collection, and he had a car that they used in the first Godfather movie. Yep, he
Nice.
owned it. They borrowed it. He didn't like buy it afterwards. They borrowed it from him. It was the one, if you can remember Godfather. If you remember when Vito he's buying fruit out on the street, but his driver's sitting there, and the car that is sitting there waiting for him was this guy's car.
I'd have to go back and look at it.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was a 4-door.
yeah.
Yeah, those cars are nice from back in the day. They're so much bigger than now. They seem so much bigger anyway.
I
They
know
were bigger. You could park an airplane on the hood.
Yeah,
I
that
would much rather have taught my daughter how to drive in, something from the 60s or 70s,
Mm.
a Thunderbird, a Monte Carlo, whatever, rather than this fiberglass plastic shit that we have now.
yeah. Well, now you're in the '50s, the American Graffiti era. Like all those
Yeah.
cars in that movie. Yeah, those are
Mhm.
nice too.
I'll tell you, the 74 Buick Electra I had, if I had that today, I don't think I'd be able to go to the store. You wouldn't be able to find it. It would be taking up 2 parking spaces every place.
Right.
Couldn't drive down some of these roads today either.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is, I think on cars older than 19, I want to say it was like 1955 or 1960 something, with only the lap belt, you don't have to wear the shoulder belt and you don't have to install a shoulder belt.
Mhm.
So you can get around that kind of law right there with the older cars. Teresa says she has a 2001 Ford ZX2 Escort.
You know what kind of freaks me out is realizing that a 2001 car is a quarter century old.
It's a
Mhm.
classic. It's technically a classic now. I guess we should stop trading in our cars and just put them in the garage and lock them away for 20 years.
Yeah. I don't know if you were here the night I was telling them, I think it's a couple years ago now, this one guy that died here, and they were having an auction at his place, and he had under a tarp in his garage an original Shelby Mustang.
Oh, nice.
I don't even remember if they said how much it went for. I know they wouldn't say who bought it because like somebody on a phone bidder who wanted to remain anonymous. I forget what they got for it though. It was a lot.
Original Shelby Mustang. I couldn't even imagine how much that would go for.
Yeah,
At least what,
yeah,
400, 500,000?
yeah. I don't know because it was like a '63 or whatever the first year was for them.
Ooh, it'd be nice. That'd be a nice find.
Like you said, that what you need is just a big garage and just retire your cars to the garage for 25 years and then bring them out.
And then put it in your will
Remember-
that nobody's ever allowed to sell the cars for, ever.
I remember watching one of those, car restoration shows. I think it was actually on Netflix. I saw a couple episodes, and they were driving down to Mexico. There was like they had a lot of the older cars down there from like the 50s and 60s.
The next big thing was supposed to be Cuba. When Cuba opens up trade,
Yeah,
all the cars down there, people are supposed to be going down there and buying those up and bringing them back to restore those and sell them here in the States. But I don't know if
Yeah,
that's going to happen or not.
yeah, I can remember people talking about that back when Obama was trying to open things up totally, and there was a lot of guys salivating because they have all those And it's funny they're still running. They've got those cars from like the 40s and the 50s.
Really, the engines and transmissions, I don't think there's anything left of the original ones in there. They're all
Yeah,
modern, but the bodies and really, I guess the bodies and the VIN numbers are kind of really all you're going to get out of that,
yeah,
and bring them back and then do a full restore on them. But that's all you need. Any more is the VIN number and the body itself, and then that's the car.
you know, when I was doing grand jury, we had a case 1 month of a dealer who was buying totaled cars and taking the VIN off of them and putting them on another car. And
Not good.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a whole process they have to go through. If it's totaled, they have to get a rebuilt title, and then once you get the rebuilt title, it's not worth as much. Sometimes you can sell them. Sometimes you can't sell them because people can't get them insured because of the rebuilt title. It's a whole fiasco. So usually they end up parting them out or selling them to scrap yards, things like that.
yeah, I forget exactly what the scam was with that. I just remember that was a big part of it. They'd get a totaled car for like $100, and yeah, however it worked out. But
Yeah,
I learned
usually
a lot of crooked stuff doing that.
how to be a crook.
We had the one case with shoplifters, and these are people, they'd go into like a CVS or whatever, and they'd walk out with like all kind of like perfume, um, lotions, beauty aids, whatever, shampoos, all that kind of stuff. And then they'd go and sell them at a flea market.
Yeah, I know a few of those people. And then they also split up the product into other bottles, and they'll water it down as well to get more money out
Yeah,
of it. And then they have rings of people that'll go and steal it, and then they'll bring it back and sometimes sell it to one central person who does the selling as well.
yeah, that's basically what this one was. It was, they had the people that did the stealing, and then they had the guy, that did the selling. You know, it was like a huge ring. And people go to the flea market and they don't really think much of it. They figure it's all like returns, like the out of date stuff that the stores send back, and that's why they're buying it for half price.
Or their coupons, or couponers that get it for 20 cents on the dollar because of coupons
Yeah,
and things like that. But
yeah,
sometimes it's not. The other racket I think people don't know about is the beggars on the corners. They've got a central guy that they work for. He'll give them like housing and food, so they got a place to stay and food to eat, and they'll bring them around to different locations in the morning and drop these people off, and they'll work their assigned spot for the day, get their money. They'll get picked up in the evening. They bring them back to the house, and they've got to pay their percentage to the guy or the girl, and that's a nice little racket they got going on.
yeah.
Is it wrong? I don't know. Is it a service? Perhaps you could call it that. I don't know, but it's a system.
In a way, it's I don't know, it's the guy's job. it, uh, it, my thing. I can remember people saying to me, "Oh, don't give that guy money. He's probably just gonna spend it on booze, or don't give it." I was always like, you know what? My karma is clean. What this guy does, that's on him. You know, it's
Yeah, and you give the guy $10, he gets to keep 5 of it, and the other 5 goes to pay his rent. If you want to think of it that way,
yeah.
is that such a bad thing? No, not really. Or maybe the guy
No,
keeps all 10 of it. Who knows?
you figure if they're hiring people that would be out on the street begging anyway, they're actually, better off.
Yeah, who knows? It's just a system, and it's the way it's working, and it could be better, could be worse.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. Hey, Track, how you doing?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go because they've started the burn barrel. I'm gonna go make sure that they're not, gonna burn the house down.
I wish I was allowed to do a burn barrel. They don't let us do them in town anymore. I have got so many Amazon boxes piled up. I don't know what to do with them.
I got a bunch of mail I need to shred and throw away. I'd rather burn it, but I'm not allowed to do that either. So
Mm.
Well, I'm sorry that you guys don't have that luxury.
Well, I'm just gonna ship all my boxes to you.
Yeah,
Here.
okay.
Yins will be good for the whole summer.
I don't think we need any more boxes. We have so many ourselves. But
maybe I'll take all mine.
anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
you guys have a
Mm.
great night, and I will talk to you later.
All right.
you
Be
must.
safe. I may need to remember to pack up all my mail in some boxes and bring it with me next time I go camping. That way I can burn it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, especially if you shred it, that's a good fire starter.
Keeps all my stuff confidential too.
That's what. That's the other thing. I get all that junk mail. It's no good for anything. The inserts from the newspaper I never use.
Yeah, and I get, dear resident or current resident stuff.
Yeah.
and I hate that stuff too. Although if you get the what do they call that, Nielsen ratings or Nielsen ratings or something
Yeah.
like that, always open those up because there's always $1 inside.
Oh. Oh yeah, I haven't gotten anything like that for a while. I can remember getting stuff like that would have $1 in it.
And they do the TV ratings and they throw $1 in there to encourage you to participate.
I did that. I think just once. It was like a 2-week thing. You'd mark down everything you watched. I don't know if they do them as much now. I think they get all the information from like the cable companies or whatever. They track what people are actually watching.
I think they give you the $1, and all you have to do is you go online and you have to opt into it now, or make sure that you opt into it so that they can
Okay.
track you.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, back when I did it, it was still like a paper thing. You had to every night you had to like mark down what you watched at what times. So yeah, that'd be a lot easier just doing it online.
yeah, they give you, or most places will give you get your ad tracking ID number on your phone or on your computer nowadays that's linked to your email, that's linked to your account. So they track you like Google tracks you, so they know everything you're doing online.
I'd probably I don't watch as much TV as I used to, but the stuff I do watch, I usually download it anyway, and I watch it on my computer. But if I was doing the Nielsen thing, I'd probably have it playing on my TV at that time too to make sure the shows I like was getting counted.
I only watch like 2 or 3 channels at the most, like History Channel, Discovery Channel, and maybe like FX sometimes.
Yeah.
Not much.
I know I used to
Kind of-
watch a lot. There's only like a few regular shows that I watch all the time anymore.
They had that big writers strike, and a lot of shows went to crap. So I don't think they recovered. Like the what is it, Curse of Oak Island? They never find the gold. They never will find the gold, but I still keep watching it anyway. I like the outdoor one where they do the survival stuff. Not the naked one. That's kind of weird. But the
Yeah,
other
that's
one,
strange.
the one on the History Channel, I can't remember the name. Alone, I like that one.
For a while, I watched the guys who, the Bering Sea gold guys, who would
That's a cool
dive
one.
and dredge for it.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the guys that dive.
Yeah.
They actually find gold, which is nice.
Yeah,
They've got a little drama built into it too.
I used to watch the crab fishermen too. I haven't watched them for a while if they're still on.
Oh, my dad watches that. I think they are still on, and
Yeah.
I know one of the guys retired, and I think his son took over the boat. But I think he came back, and they've got their own little drama too with the boats. So
Yeah, I remember the one that was like the two brothers, and one of the brothers left and then came back. And yeah, I forget. I think I can't remember if that's the same family that the younger brother disappeared from the show because he got arrested for some kind of sexual assault or something.
I only watched it off and on. That's my dad's thing. He really liked that show, but I just watched it with him sometime. Debbie said Captain Phil died.
Yeah,
So that's when some of that stuff happened, I guess.
yeah, he was one of the stars from it from the beginning there.
Well, she knows it all. Josh and Jake were the two brothers, I guess. Jake got hooked
That's
on
right.
pills.
Yeah,
She's got the lowdown. He's got the lowdown. I don't know. Haven't seen them before, so. Used to watch the Gold Show on Discovery Channel too, with the young kid. Gold Rush.
oh, yeah, I never watched that one.
I watch them off and on, not like I used to.
I'll be really into a show, and then all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, sometimes I'll wait until it comes out on like Netflix or something. I'll be like, I'm tired of the commercials. I'll just wait.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons that I mostly download them too, because get past the commercials for stuff that I watch. The best shows are like Netflix, where you can just watch an entire season the whole way through.
You have Netflix. I like Netflix a lot. Some of the Korean stuff is okay. Some of it's meh. My wife likes the Korean stuff a lot, but
Yeah, I can.
some of the other shows are good.
I watched a couple of Korean ones while I had it. I remember, like I always liked the like zombie movies, and there was a Korean zombie one that I really liked. But then there was also I remember one with an autistic lawyer. It was kind of
They do a lot of
What?
love and fantasy stuff. She
Yeah.
likes that.
A lot of it. It's interesting, even though it's fiction. Like when they'll do like it'll be like a medieval thing, you know. And even though it's fiction, you sort of seeing the way they picture their society. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they. I can't think of the word that I would say for that, but they. Yeah, they kind of go back and they. What is that word? I don't want to say. Can't think of it. It's not idolize. It's not.
I hate when I do that.
Yeah, it's not memorialized, but it's romanticized. It's how they romanticize their history.
Yeah.
When I think in actuality it was a lot more divisive and problematic with the Chinese and the Mongolians and things like that coming through and really causing a ruckus.
Did you ever watch that Sense8?
Since I watched part of it. I watched one episode. I really didn't get into it. I should probably give it another chance, though.
I was just thinking that was one because I remember one of the characters in it was Korean, and well, the one guy was a Mexican actor, but it was kind of interesting because, like the Korean, she was a businesswoman, but how like she was still so much under her father's and you know what I mean? It was like there's another thing of just the way the society operate. Well, and and the one guy too was I think South African, and and again it was just like seeing the way they were portrayed, rather than the way like an American in that same situation would be portrayed.
Cultural differences of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should give it another chance. It's actually supposed to be a highly rated TV series. I don't know. I wasn't in the mood for it at the time or something. I should give it another
But
chance.
well, the good thing about it was that they, I think they only did one season, but then they did do like a wrap up thing of like 4 episodes or whatever. So they did wrap up the story. I hate when Netflix is good for that, where you go, oh, this show looks interesting. Then you find out it was something that was only on for 1 or 2 seasons and it leaves you hanging.
Yep. James said that Manifest is really good on Netflix, and I agree with him. I watched that once. I don't know if it was 2 seasons or more, but I've watched it, and then for the life of me, I always forget how it ends. I just can't remember for some reason.
I've done that before too. Yeah, I didn't see that. But see, Netflix pissed me off because they canceled my membership after I was a loyal customer for like, I don't know, 5, 10 years. And they were like, nope, sorry, you can't be our customer anymore unless you start paying for it yourself instead of you using your friend Danny's account. I thought, well, that's not fair.
Well, they keep on raising their rates. They went from like $10 a month to $12 a month to $15 a month to $18 a month, and then
I think
they started doing these like tiers with commercials, without commercials.
that's what I was going to say. I think when I looked at one time, it was like I was seeing how much does it cost, and then it was like, oh, so if you get the lowest tier, you got to put up with commercials.
Yeah, that's why I wanted is to get rid of commercials, and then I just wanted
Yeah.
to throw commercials right back at me. And, Amazon is doing the same thing now. Now, if you want to get the Amazon Prime without commercials, you got to pay a little extra.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can't fast forward through their commercials.
And I don't know if you can use a ad blocker on those either. So they're wising up to this stuff now.
The only good thing about them is it'll usually just be like 2 commercials. It's not as bad as network TV, and of course, I don't have too much trouble with it because I just, take my ADD off to another tab and I'll be looking at something on YouTube or whatever while the commercials are playing.
Some of these services are front loading the commercials too, so you'll get I think Paramount or one of the other ones does it where they'll give you like 3 or 4 or 5 commercials in the front, and then you get to watch the rest of the show or movie without commercials, which is kind of nice.
Who's ready for a deep dive GS is going to do on Boot tonight? How's he going to? Come on, guys, make this a big deal. He plays Roblox. Everyone is like, dude, nobody gives a fuck but you. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's like, he purposely misinterprets things, He knows that when people say, well, yes, KFAR or Boot played it because their kids were playing it and they wanted to see what was going on. And he just, that doesn't suit his narrative, which is the word of the week everybody's been using lately.
Yeah, if you're playing it with your kids, or like I played it once with my nephew when he was like 10 years old, so I guess I'm guilty too. But what's the big deal?
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's just a game, and you're not in there playing by yourself looking for kids. You're in there actually watching a kid play to protect them and keep them safe.
Yeah.
And this is before they had the different features where you could turn off the chat like they have now, because I know before you couldn't do that, and you had to watch the kids to make sure they weren't chatting with people. So
yeah, because it's like there's only so much lecturing you can give to a kid about, well, you don't share any information, don't, whatever. Because, I mean, he's 8 years old or 10 years old. He thinks he's talking to another 8-year-old.
and I'd be curious to see these different channels on YouTube here. Like if you ever heard of like Coco Melon, the kids show. I wonder how many of these shows or these places on YouTube with kids shows have chats on the side that are active that maybe people need to start looking at as well. Anywhere with a chat, anywhere with a game that has a chat feature or a video with a chat feature is something that people need to look at and watch. So it's not just Roblox, it's everything.
And I get a kick out of Todd saying, oh, yeah, it's made for 8-year-olds. I play a game that's you got to be 13. It's like, oh, yeah, that's better. An adult hanging out with 13-year-olds, there's nothing could go wrong there.
13 is still underage.
Yep. And that's actually the kind of age a lot of perverts would be their preferred, you know what I mean?
Right. Some people like just a little bit older, like 16. I mean, so it depends.
I remember when I'd be at the library, and these high school girls would come in. And, when you see people, your brain always sort of categorizes people by whatever, height, weight, whatever. But anyway, I'd see that and be like, oh, cute kid, and then I'd think to myself, oh my God, 20 years ago or whatever, I'd be thinking she was sexy, and then I'd always think, oh my God, there's guys my age that still think that way, looking at some 15 or 16-year-old and being, oh yeah, I want to go out with her. It's like,
Yep, there are, and they're out there. They're online. They're in our neighborhoods. So it's unfortunate, but it's the way it is, and just have to keep an eye out for people. And can't trust anybody. Can't trust everybody. But
my
2,000
thing-
years ago.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was just gonna say my thing is, I always is the world gotten worse, or are we just more aware?
The
Anyway,
world has
you're gonna-
changed
Mm.
because 2,000 years ago it would be normal for a 25-year-old man to go out to a 12, 13-year-old boy's house to pick him up for a date in the Roman times.
Mhm. Yeah,
Different rules, different times, different reasons, I guess. So it's a strange world that we live in. It's a strange world they lived in. Who's right? Who's wrong? I guess they were by our standards.
my parents' parents. I think her mom was like 14 when she got married, and I know her father immigrated, and he had been in the army in the old country, so he obviously was a lot older, But that was like my mother was born in 23, and she was kind of like in the middle of a pack of 14, so it must have been like the early part of the 20th century that he came over. But anyway, yeah, 14 years old, getting married, and it wasn't considered that weird.
I mean, not really. Even up to probably 100 years ago,
Yeah,
12, 13, 14 was probably the right age to get married because you were probably going to die about 15, 20 years after that. So
yeah.
I guess it's you set the rules for the time you live in. Now that we're in an age where we live to be 100 years old or 80 years old, we have a different perspective on what adulthood is. But my mom got her first job when she was probably 13, sorting eggs at a chicken factory. So,
Well, my mother had to quit school after the 8th grade to go to work. She said she begged her father to let her go to high school. Nope, we need you out there making money.
it's I guess our environment shapes who we are, and our society shapes our rules. So
In fact, the first person of her siblings that graduated from high school was the like third youngest, her one sister, and the only reason she graduated was because that's when my mother was living in Connecticut and working, and she had her sister come up there and live with her and finish school. Otherwise, she'd have been having to go out and earn a living.
well, good. At least she got to finish. So
Yeah, unfortunately, she wasn't one of the smarter ones.
well, I mean, and a lot of people don't think how many generations ago we had the Great Depression. Not that many.
Yeah,
I guess technically, what was that? 4 generations ago. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yep, it'd be like, yeah, if you went by 20s.
my grandmother was in it. I don't know. Maybe your mother was born in during that time.
Well, yeah,
So,
my mother was born in 23,
yeah.
so she was. Although I remember a older guy telling me the one time that one thing about growing up here is they didn't notice the depression so much because first of all, most people didn't really have much anyway, and secondly, everybody had gardens, so it
Right.
wasn't like living in the city because you were still eating and you know.
Yeah, my grandma grew up in Harlan County, Kentucky. So they were in an area that I think is still called the Third World today. It's, I think, the poorest county in America
Wow.
until now. So they were the poorest of the poor during the poorest time. So they survived and they got by, and she got by her whole life and, until she died, I think, 3 years ago. So she got through it. She got through hard times, so other people can do it as well.
Well, this was a big coal mining area, so it wouldn't have been a whole lot different from Harlan County.
No, not at all. Same thing. Coal mining.
Yeah. In fact, that's what my mother's father did.
That's what her father did. That's what her brother did. Coal mining.
Only only one of my mother's brothers, stuck with the mine. They all, like as they were growing up, helped with things like cutting the post and stuff that they'd use. But it's funny. He was the second youngest boy. Was the only one that was a coal miner his entire life. All the rest of them went off to do other things.
I only knew about her and her brother. I didn't know about anybody else. I think they had more family, but I don't know of anybody that got out of Kentucky other than them. So they didn't talk about it too much. So I don't know if that means that they didn't survive or what
Yeah.
happened, but they just didn't talk about it.
Of course, I know all about Harlan County because I used to watch. What was the name of that show with the Marshal, U.S. Marshal?
Oh yeah,
Oh, it has
I
to
know the
do
one
with
you're talking about.
it's the
Raylan,
term for shooting people. It's justified.
Justified, yeah. Marshall Raylan something.
Yeah, Waylon. Yeah, I was going to say Waylon Jennings. That's not it.
No, Raylan with an R, I think was his name.
Raylan.
Raylan.
Yeah, that was an interesting show.
Yeah, I've never been there.
No,
No, I should go one day. I got tons of cousins up there. That's what they tell me. So
Mm.
some live in them hollers, some live in mansions. Just a whole mix of things.
I was talk about living in mansions and stuff. I was saying a while ago. I don't know if you were on, but I saw a story. I think it was one of those. Um, I forget what they call. I remember when I was a kid, Charles Kuralt used to go around do it. Now there's another guy where they do these little human interest stories once a week at the end of the news. But anyway, his family that lived like in Georgia or one of the southern states. It was a black family, and the one sister said to the brother that was living in California, "Hey, did you see the whatever like the Miller estate is up for sale?" wouldn't that be a great place for us to go together and buy and be good for like family reunions and that? Because there's like a big house, and they decided to do it. And then the one sister was like big into like local history and stuff, and looked back, and they found out that their family had actually been slaves on that plantation.
Oh wow.
So it's kind of a cool little, circle of life kind of thing. It's like, they were slaves and now they own the place.
And now they own it.
Of course, it wasn't a plantation anymore. Now it was, it had all been, most of the land had been cut up and that. But
There's a plantation in Florida called the Kingsley Plantation, and had a white slave owner, married a Haitian woman, and this was back in the times when Florida was owned by Spain, so it was legal. And the Haitian woman was black, and she actually became a slave owner herself. And right around that time that they got married and had children is when Spain lost the rights to Florida and it became part of the United States. And the United States at that time had rules where, of course, black people couldn't own land. But then they went through a civil proceeding where something in the Constitution of the new Florida state said that they had to revert back to Spanish law and property rights. So the black woman was allowed to own the property because her husband had died. So now this black slave, or this black Haitian woman who became a slave owner and owned a plantation, became the first black woman in America to own land and to own slaves at this plantation in Florida, which I think was the last remaining plantation in Florida. And all the other ones had gone away. And it's, I think, now a national park or something like that. But she, instead of letting all her slaves go, she chose to stay a slave owner and to keep the slaves when given the choice. So interesting story there.
yeah,
But they had also looked into different things about what would happen when Spain lost Florida and it became part of the United States. They had looked at exit plans to go to Haiti. They bought land there as well and started plantations there, things like that. So there's like a whole kind of what if scenario they had planned and set up, and pretty cool history behind the whole story. I got that set up on one of my other channels. I got a Florida history channel that I run too. So I got to update it. I haven't put anything on there in like a month and a half.
it's amazing how much history is out there that they never really teach us.
There's so much cool stuff out there. Even just Florida itself has got a lot of history. Like I did one of the last ones I did was they had city of Tallahassee, I think it was Tallahassee, had bartered with the federal government to bring Geronimo down as a prisoner so that they could use him like a circus act and collect money and get people to come and visit the city. How weird is that?
I think, was it Sitting Bull that traveled with the Buffalo Bill Wild West show?
It was one of them. I don't remember who did that. Buffalo Cody Bill. May have been. I'd have to Google it and see.
Yeah. Something I found out because, of course, Bill would do these shooting. What's the word I want? Anyway, where they'd throw stuff up in the air and he'd shoot them and that, showing off. Found out that he always loaded his pistol with birdshot.
He cheated a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says here Buffalo Bill and Sitting Bull performed together in the Wild West shows and forged what would become a very strange friendship.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think Annie Oakley was the other one that did those Wild West shows with him as well.
Yeah.
Vaudeville. Is that what they used to call that? Vaudeville? French word.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they were considered vaudeville or not. I guess pretty much. I don't know.
I'm saying words like Todd now, I guess. Vaudeville, vaudeville.
I guess it was very similar to vaudeville, although it was kind of specific for just the old west kind of a thing, rather than having the guys doing minstrel shows and stuff like that.
What was that guy's name that did all the songs around that time? Stephen
Al.
Foster,
Oh yeah, he did.
Camptown
Like,
Races.
Yeah, I was thinking something Swanee River. Did he do
Yep.
Swanee River?
Home,
Yeah,
Home on the Swanee River.
yeah.
Well, he's got a state park in Florida as well, which is interesting because he had never been to Florida.
No.
He did a ton of songs back in that time that were extremely popular. Slightly racist, but
Yeah.
extremely popular.
Gary's out there picking up women.
Well, when you're that good looking, can't waste it.
Well, you're judging him by Kentucky standards. It still pisses me off the way Todd ran down Carey.
Yeah,
He didn't need, if he wanted to just like take his wrench away and stuff, fine. It's your channel, but he didn't have to do a whole thing about him.
no, he didn't. And to call him and his AI demonic and all that stuff, that's uncalled for. He doesn't do anything demonic. He just
Yeah.
he's the least demonic of anybody out there. He just does little funny stuff. His stuff is 10, 20 seconds long, and
Yeah.
it's the most harmless stuff I've ever seen. My stuff is more demonic than his.
Yeah, and then he said it's getting dystopian. I thought dystopian. I've seen him it'll be like Carrie and Finkel riding down the hill on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Of course, Todd likes to throw around a lot of words. I'm not too sure he knows what they mean anyway.
It's I don't know. I think he's just looking for an easy target, and Kerry makes an easy target.
Yeah.
But I think I put out stuff that makes it a little bit harder to target because you can look at it one way, or you can look at it another way, and you can see the positive in it. Like the song we did today, and you played, you can look at it as something positive. Finkel coming home to his friend.
Yeah.
Or you can look at something negative, and you can say, "Oh, it's coming home to his gay lover." You can put whatever you want into it from whatever perspective you want. And as he
I like
passes by Jeff and you can say that he's leaving his betrayers behind and
Yeah.
whatever.
I like when it got to that part where at the end where they're hugging, and you could basically, I swear, I could hear the people in chat going, "Oh no, no, don't kiss, don't kiss." Well,
I would
I
do that.
like I like how those ones you do where it's basically just his words, you know.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, what's his deal? That I could mention this earlier. Finkel does these ones where he's just riding down the road listening to music. You know, it's like,
I don't know. He did one a while back that confused the hell out of me. He drove around for what was it, like 15 minutes, and he didn't do anything. He didn't say anything, and that's what I did a song a long time ago. It was called "Proof of Life." It was just like a song where like he's alive. Okay, great. His last two, I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. I guess he said something. He was talking in this last one. He drove around for 3 or 4 minutes, and then he started talking about he's driving up to New York, and he went on
yeah.
for about 3 minutes. So he did say some stuff.
Oh well, do your thing, I guess, huh? I'm sure a lot of people look at my stuff and go, "Huh?" Actually, one of my favorite things is when, and there was one of them just recent, and I can't remember what it was, but I wouldn't want to call the person out anyhow. But when I'll do something and one of the comments, somebody will like explain to me what it means, you know, it'll be one of those things like, "Oh yeah, because Todd mispronounced that word or something," and I'm sitting there thinking, "Yeah, that was kind of the point of the video, but okay."
I'm surprised that people watch that Finkel Whisperer stuff. I didn't think that would be that popular.
Yeah, yeah, that's the ones I mean where you pretty much are just taking his words and
It's,
something about how you the tone that you do them with, you know, just that monotone.
it's just what he says, but I try to correct it a little bit because he puts his little spin on it, and I try to unspin it. But it's simple. It's easy. Nice funny
See
clips in
you.
the background.
We'll see you later, Carrie. And what is it you got to say, Kiwi? It is
Oh,
ban him. Um, the the AI stuff does make it fun though to mess around with people and
it does. I try to keep it a little bit tasteful. I see some
yeah,
people out there doing some really raunchy stuff, which if that's how they want to do it. That's fine, but I'd rather not get that down and dirty.
yeah. That I would never go near any of the pedo stuff and that they like. Well, aside from the fact of saying that Todd's got a screwed up brain because he sees it everywhere, but I mean the accusations of that they throw around about different people and stuff. It's like, you know, so much of that it goes with that tribalism stuff. You know, if you belong to that tribe, well, then you've got to be one of the people that's calling Tiffany a whore, or you've got to be saying that Todd's a stalker. You know, it's like they can't have individual ideas on any of that. They get together and it's all the same story.
Yeah, some of it gets really, really raunchy. And I don't know Tiffany. I don't know what she does. I don't know where she works. I'd rather not
Yeah.
make any kind of statements about that. So I might have in the past a long time ago, but I'll avoid it from now on. So
Yeah, Debbie, that's a good way to go through life. Least amount of effort possible.
in the words of Scrooge McDuck, work smarter, not harder. I think is how he put it. If I remember
You
my
know,
DuckTales.
you know, if Kerry was still here, he could actually do that in a Donald Duck voice.
He does a pretty good one. I heard him the other day.
Yeah,
Does Kiwi want to come up here? Because I'm going to cut out of here in a few minutes. I'm going to go check out Killa and see what he's got to say tonight.
yeah, I was thinking of shutting down actually. It's been through about 3.5 hours, I guess.
Almost. Yeah.
I'm glad you came up.
Me too. I was, I was just gonna come up and share those files real quick and then hop out, but oh well.
Yeah, we had a nice little group there going for a while.
Yep.
And as always, I appreciate the people that were here, stuck with us in chat. Even Kiwi.
He came a little late, but we appreciate him. And thank you for letting me come up. I appreciate it.
And yeah, Debbie, that is Tiffany's biggest problem is Chris. Anyway, I'm hitting the button. Good night, all. We'll maybe see you in somebody else's chats.